All right.
There we go.
Hello. Hi. How are you? West Kagle. Oh, no, this way.
Yes, yes. I'm to the right.
You're over there.
How's it going this evening?
Yeah, I know. Fantastic. And thanks. It's really well. It's going fantastic. Hello and welcome, everyone in the chat. I see the chat is jumping. Wow, we've got a lot of people in here already. That is
Nice.
fantastic. And yeah, look at all the people in here. Well, hello. That's Andy Masterson.
And
Hi. Good evening to
yes,
you. Carla Burton. Ni hao. Ni hao. Hello, Molecular Arts. And I know, hey, Wes Cagle is my co-host. And have you been to China, or do you have interest in China?
never been to China, and as far as my interest goes, it stems a lot from just a love of history to begin with. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, Far Eastern history is something that doesn't get touched on, or at least when I was in school in the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
didn't get touched on as much. So I had to read that stuff for myself, and especially once I started playing that I mentioned to you earlier, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms video
Yeah.
game series. So that led me to that. Plus, I'm a World War II buff, and they played a prominent role
Same
in
here.
that struggle. So,
Axis and Allies, if you're familiar with playing that
oh
board
yes,
game as a kid.
oh yes,
Yeah,
that one
China,
too.
like lots
Absolutely,
of the U.S. military assets were, or the Allies' assets were in China. So, Daniel's
exactly.
Hot Topic. Hello and welcome, Daniel's Hot Topics. And yes, the Great Wall of China that I'm on, yeah, it is the Great Wall of China. And it's the first slide that we have coming up here, and I'm just about to show it. Jason Fox, hi and welcome. Hey, buddy, I caught your stream. I was lurking. I know you just had a stream a couple of hours ago, and good to see you there. I was busy, but I'm always happy to be watching you and in the chat. Hello, DJ Play Nice. Saw you earlier today as well, and FKHC. Good to have you here. And yeah, Eugene Bird, you're always here. Thank you so much for your support. Glad to have you here. And Carla Burton and Dark of Iron. Hello, Tony. Hi, and welcome. Thanks for being here, buddy. So yeah, let's get right into it. Oh, and Suzanne is here. Why, hello. And Lemon Pie and Molecular Arts. Hi. Yeah, let's get right into that. Ooh, holy shit. Tiger Stripes as well. Hi, Miskatonic.
Whole crew's
Everybody's
here.
here. I
Yes.
know. That's fantastic. So let's get into this first picture. Um, or should I? No, maybe I'll share this first. Uh, well, no, fuck it. We'll show the photo first. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that is actually me. That is actually the Great Barrier Reef. Jesus, the Great Wall of China.
Nice.
They're pretty far apart, those two things.
Yes.
Uh, and yeah, it was under. It was for. That's legit. That's a real raw camera, a real paving stone. It was a Sunday, and that was about a 2 hour bus ride out of Beijing, out in the countryside, and they were doing repairs on it, but they'd shut down for the weekend. So I had a friend, a girl with me, and she had Chinese friends, these students. And these Chinese students talked to the security guard who was uh, in charge of security for the construction site, the repairs, while it was the weekend, while the crews were away. And they talked him into letting us up on the Great Wall. It was closed to tourists. I mean, this is under construction or under renovations. It's closed to tourists. But they talked us. They talked their way in and let us up there. The Chinese student friends of my friend, and so the four of us got up to go on the Great Wall of China that was being renovated, and we were the only ones up there. No one else was up there, so that was wicked. And hi, Molecular Arts. Yeah, said there. Brett Cohen. Hello. Is that a cock hold picture? I don't know what that means.
The way you've got the paving stone positioned.
Oh, a cockhold. No, it was heavy. I'm resting it against my inner thigh. No, that wasn't the intention. No, it was heavy, and I'm just laying it down there. And just look how I just came from India, so I obviously drank the water there and got sick for 10 days, and I was down to, in that picture, I think I'm 125 pounds, West Kagle.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Wow!
Yeah.
That's the
as opposed to normally 150. So yeah,
that's the Indian version of Montezuma's Revenge.
It's funny you say that, West, because I sent a picture in India of me and these university students I met, and we were all like dirty and in clothes and dark and tanned, and we were all about together, and she didn't recognize me. She thought it was just, why did you send me a picture of these 5 Indian guys? And I said, Mom, it's 4 Indian guys and your son. She didn't recognize me. Yeah, hello, Brett Cohen. Great to see you. And William Shakespeare has spent some time in China, is really enthusiastic about traveling through China, and he's super under the gun tonight, so I can only listen in the balcony, but he really wanted to be here with us. Oh shit, he lived there. Do you mind reading this from our friend William?
Sure. He says, yes, to Carla Burton. I've lived there for about 3 years, studied the language while I was there, loved it. Glad I did it over a decade ago. Wouldn't dare to do it these days. No kidding.
Okay, so this is 2005, and 19 years ago, China was a lot more free. Definitely it actually felt more free than I was coming from Japan. Nowadays, I think it's a lot different. Yeah, it's crazy. And hello to our good friend, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. And the fact that you tried to learn, or did learn the language, studied the language, William, that's impressive. I know Japanese is a hell of a lot easier. Chinese is very difficult because there's intonation. You pronounce the same thing 5 different ways with different sounds and intonations, and it means different things. Japanese in my experience, is not like that at all. So, hi, I remember everything, says Carla Burton. Hi, Lisa. China. You're right. Yes, exactly. It is China. Lemon pie. Yes. Oh, hi. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Fantastic. Yes. Awesome. Mark D with a C. Hello. Hello, our friend. Mark D. Good to have you here, buddy. And, okay. William Shakes. Do you mind reading this again from William, and then we'll start with the pictures again?
Sure. He's hailing me. William Shakespeare is hailing me and you, Canadian Spider-Man. He says, sorry I couldn't join you guys tonight. Promise I'll make up for it later with plenty of photos. Nice.
Oh, fantastic. Awesome. Well, yeah, I hope so. Yeah, China is big enough that it'll definitely take two streams. And if you have pictures and that you're willing to share, absolutely, 100%. That would be fantastic. And just a second here, I gotta take care of something. There we go. Just taking care of something in the chat there. No, get back here. The chat moves, and it jumps on you.
Oh,
I once banned someone in Doomcock's chat because the freaking chat jumped. I didn't mean to. It's like, oh shit! And it was actually a friend. Like I had to go find them and and unban them. Or Doomcock was able to. I think Doomcock had to. Yeah. So that was funny. All right, Brett Cohen and Gorillas. I just thought I'd make you moderators. There are no obligations with that. It's just you're friends. So there you go. Okay.
Nice.
So back to. Yeah, it's just everyone that I know has been around for a while. I like to make them a moderator. It never hurts to have lots of moderators. Yeah. I mean, everyone should be blue. And then they get a chance to learn how to do it, and they can help out. It's a volunteer position, eh? And so they can help out with other channels as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so back to the photos. And Wes, if I start babbling on, yeah, just feel free to reel me in.
No problem. No problem. That's an awesome
And
picture right there.
that was my attempt at an artistic shot. But
Now,
yeah,
is that in one of the guardhouses?
yep, yes, yeah. There's not they're spread out, eh?
Yeah.
And yeah, it was awesome. Yeah,
But man,
yeah.
just seeing that thing snake off onto the hilly terrain is just amazing. It's stunning.
Man, I really enjoyed it. The scenery there is amazing, just incredible.
Yeah. You know what really
And
really is striking to me about the Great Wall? You look at it and you see this imposing, and it is imposing for the size and length of it. But the thing is only like, what is it, like maybe 6 feet, 10 feet tall? I mean, it's not super tall. 5 feet tall in sections. It's not
in
super tall in many
sections,
Yeah, in some sections it's
in
not that tall.
sections, this section, however, was more like 25, 30.
Oh, impressive! That's impressive.
Well, you can see there.
Yes.
Yeah, 25 or 30 there. And so those are the Chinese students and my friend and I that talked our way onto it. And you can see that. See, okay, that's the part of the wall that hasn't been renovated yet. And we walked through there, and you can see like there's literally a forest on it. Like there's that grass and shrubs and trees. If you can see that all along the wall, all the way down the wall there, you can see they haven't cleaned it up, and it's decayed and broken. So we walked through there as well. But if you compare that to what I'm standing on, look how clean and pristine it is. And they've done all that. And then you go and look down this way, and there's all grass and green vegetation all growing through it. So, yeah.
That is that's one heck of a project to restore that. What is it? It's some 3,000 to 2,500 miles long. I mean, it is
something ridiculous. Long. Yeah, exactly. And Stark of Iron says, "Okay, I'm gonna be listening in. I got another set I'm working on. Nice, Tony. Excellent. Keep up the good work. Doing some more voicemail skits for tomorrow's after party show. Wicked.
Cool.
Don, I've known you long enough. You are a moderator. If you type in the chat, you will see your name is blue. And thank you. Oh, yeah. No, you're welcome. Absolutely, Don. And no obligation. It's just that if you see any sex bots, get them. Oh, and if you're on a PC, I'll give you a tip for anyone who doesn't moderate on other channels or you don't know about this. It's a moderator hack that Mary, the Queen of the Wrenches, the Ginger Menace, on Doomcock's channel, she introduced me to this, and I think Lori did as well. If you, on a laptop, I don't know how it works on a computer, but on a laptop, if you see you're on the chat there, and you hold your control button down with one finger, hold your control button down, the control key, and then slide your cursor. Is it? No, sorry, shoot, it's the Alt. The Alt key. Is that it? Yeah, no. Here it is, Alt. Yes, Alt. You hit the Alt, and then you slide your cursor over the chat, and it'll highlight whatever name you're on. It'll show you three icons. It'll delete is the garbage can, timeout is the egg timer, and then the do not enter sign, the ban sign. That's the ban sign. Try not to use that. No one ever get bans from my channel only
extreme circumstances.
Extreme circumstances. So that's a quick shortcut that you can use as a moderator, and that's pretty cool.
You know, I was
with the Alt key.
I decided to look it up. I wasn't even close. I was so underestimating. Like, it's 13,000 miles long.
Ooh, 13. Is that how long?
Yeah.
I thought it was sections. 7 or 8.
Because there are several branches too. I mean, it's not one continuous long.
That's right. It goes different. Yeah, it's not like a perimeter wall. It goes different places as well. Okay, and so that's some of the unrenovated stuff, and you can see the wall that I'm standing on, and it's probably 25 feet up. Yeah, is rickety and dilapidated, and there's vegetation behind me. So yeah.
And I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's snaking over those hills, but look at the one way off in the distance. Look how far up it goes into the mountainous area. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's and
they hauled all that stone up there.
And okay, William Shakespeare. Do you mind reading this again?
Yeah, sure. William Shakespeare says, "Okay, I gotta step in for a second. The Great Wall is effing massive all around, let's say. First, you see it, you start picking up your teeth off the floor with your jaw. Yeah, it's a jaw dropper, that's for sure.
Agreed. And yes, PvP, that is a thumbnail. Yeah, that's right. I'm not actually helping rebuild the Great Wall. The tools, the workmen had gone away for the weekend. And so I was pretending like I was rebuilding the wall. And hey, I took a video.
Nice.
I took a video, and it's on my channel. So if you go to my channel, folks, it's a 20-second long video. And if you I think we should let's play it here. Let's play it. There's no likes on this. There's 0. Well, I'm gonna hit like. There's 1 like on it now. Holy shit. Okay.
How old is that video? I pretty much watched most of your videos. I usually leave you a like.
It's 2 years ago. Only 6 views. Okay. No one's interested in the Great Wall, I guess. I might call the show off. So yeah, here's a video from that very wall. If anyone is interested, share screen, and here it is. And audio, yes, with audio, yes. Standing on part of the Great Wall of China, west of Beijing, about 2 hours. And it is beautiful.
We're not going back to school. We're already top of the class in used oil recycling. Interchange Recycling.
You have to focus on politics at some point when you look at what you're doing.
Oh. That was not the button I hit. I hit repeat. Damn it. Anyway, were you able to hear that?
Yes.
I have to delete
Yes,
that.
that was good.
No, that was horrible. Sex
No,
bots,
the video
can
itself.
You get them? I get it for... No, we're not going to send them to your house, Brett Cohen. What do you mean, can I get them? Like, we can't send the sex bots to you. Oh, but yes, if they appear on the channel, you can absolutely zap them. Yeah, bring them on. Good. I thought he was asking for... Never mind. Hi. Yes, Tiger is here. So, Wes Kagle, were you able to see that video and hear it okay?
Yes. It came through fine.
And you heard the audio on it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Great. Okay, thanks. I don't know why it didn't replay, and instead it went to stupid fancy socks. We're going to delete that part off the... we are too cowardly to offend, he said. It'd be like offending Chuck Norris. Yeah, you don't want to do that. All right, so let's present that again. Share screen and back. So yeah, that gives you an idea of what it's like to actually be there, as opposed to the video, as opposed to just pictures. Didn't the Chinese government get nervous when you had a hammer? They should have. If I would have said the things on YouTube that I've said now, yes, they probably would be. And I thought maybe you would chip a bit off the wall. No, because I studied anthropology and archaeology, and the archaeologist, the anthropologist in me, I can't do that to a historical site. I just can't. Because if everybody did that, then there'd be nothing left. So no, the workers are going home. They were. Alternate Great Wall video. The Great Wall with new Chinese babes, more views. I don't know if... Well, maybe. Yeah, we could probably get... I know. I'm going to delete that part off the... I hit replay, damn it, and it went on to him. He's the last guy I wanted on this damn channel. Although, if he's watching, I publicly challenge Justin Trudeau, you, to a boxing match anywhere, anytime. I have no experience, and I'm shorter and older than you. Bring it on. I give you 5 seconds, my friend. 5. Spidey, I've been reevaluating our leader. He must go as soon as possible. No, I think so. I'm broke. We can't afford him anymore. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Brett Cohen. Do you mind reading this from Brett? Brett's all the way down in Australia.
Sure, sure. Brett Cohen says, "Good day to lemon pie. How are you? You're well. Whereabouts in America do you live? Curious, as the west to east seems to take what I say differently. Curiosity kills the cat, as they say."
Yes. The
Yes.
East Coast and
East
West
and
Coast
West Coast are much
have
different. Yes.
very different sense of humors. You're
Even
darn
in-
right, Stark.
yeah.
Fairly,
Even in
in a
Canada.
boxing match that he, a legit, not out in the street somewhere.
Yeah, the East
a
and West
boxing match.
is
For
different in
charity.
Canada as well.
We could donate money for charity to homeless people.
Yes.
There's a lot of them. So yeah, this is the Great Wall is you're right. What William Shakespeare said is absolutely correct. Beijing. Here we are. So after the Great Wall,
That's the
that was 2
Forbidden
hours.
City, yes.
That is the Forbidden City. Well done. Yes, sir.
Nice, yes.
That is the Forbidden City. And I can't read much Chinese, but the second one from the end is power, I believe. Well, by itself it is. Probably means something different. Oh, and the first one we can see, I think, means person, Hito. But anyway. I knew a little bit of Japanese characters, a few of the Japanese characters, and they helped me like a tiny bit in China, almost none. But I recognize a lot of them, the characters, but I'm not. I can't read very much in Japanese, so it was useless. Forbidden City, and that was one massive looking bronze statue. It was so impressive. Wow. Yeah, it was well. I guess it had turned color with time. But yeah, at first I thought it was jade walking up to it. No. But there were I don't know if there were jade, maybe lower quality, but there were jade statues around as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, fantastic. And the lions seem to be a lot of lions seem to be part of the Chinese cultural heritage, I guess. Lions and dragons. I didn't see any dragons there while I was there, though. So yeah, this is the Forbidden City in Beijing, and this is where the emperor lives. And it's now a major tourist site. But yeah, amazing. Yeah, I don't know if the emperor is still there.
No. As a matter of fact, that movie, there's that movie called The Last Emperor, was actually filmed in the Forbidden City.
Okay.
Good movie too. Yes, good movie.
Right.
And the last emperor was Puyi, installed by the Japanese. He was the emperor of China, and then was deposed when Sun Yat-sen declared it a republic, and he had to kind of flee. And then when the Japanese took over Manchuria, they installed him as a puppet emperor and promised him he would be put back on the throne when they conquered China. Of course, I don't think they had any intention of doing that, but
no. Wow. That probably because there's a lot of resentment towards the Japanese in China. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
PvP says I read something about the Liberals want to introduce a bill making online speech, free speech named offensive, can get you jail time. That is correct. If you say something that offends someone else to enough of an extent, you can go to jail in Canada if that bill passes. I don't think it will pass, but that is the first thing that the communist Chinese did after taking away the guns. The very first thing Chinese communists did was take away the people's guns. The second thing they did was take away their right to free speech, and they've been clamping down. And see, when I was there in 2005. You could still get you could get some words from some people that were against the government, maybe, but now, not a chance. It's even less so. So yeah, the free speech in China is quickly deteriorating.
Well, if they say the wrong thing, they say the wrong thing, their social credit score goes down, and then they can't even leave the district where they're in. They have to show their face, and they scan their QR code to open the gates to get out of the neighborhood where they live.
Do you mind reading this from Brett Cohen, please?
Sure. Brett Cohen says, biggest mistake is seeing the native symbols and placing them over to other languages when they're very similar.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a common tactic of the conquering force. And William Shakespeare says, no, okay, when I said I didn't think, it was wondering if the emperor had lived in the Forbidden City. And there he is. If anyone can see the poster on my wall, my window that I have here, that is Mao. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'll grab the camera. And I think this will reach. Yeah, I picked that up there. And I am not a fan of communism, and I am not a fan of this gentleman.
It's historical.
But I thought it is historical, and the naval ships in the background there I thought were pretty cool. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not a fan of communism, and I will do everything I can to make sure Canada does not go down that road. But yeah, all right, there we go. But it is historical. I am a fan of the art. So William Shakespeare. He did leave the Forbidden City as a residence long ago, but I don't remember when. Oh.
It was in the 1920s, I think he was, because I guess it was right at the time when Sun Yat-sen declared China a republic, and then you had a lot of warlords take up arms, so it was hard to unite it. But he had to leave. He was still a child, I believe, when he was thrown out of the Forbidden City.
Yeah, the last emperor would. Yeah, okay, I did remember a little bit about that. And yeah, you're right, William Shakespeare. The Forbidden City total complex is fucking massive. The tourists are only allowed into a small part of it. Sort of like the Royal Palace, I would imagine, in England. I've only been to a few rooms. They didn't let us go through the whole Buckingham Palace. Tardy to the party. Hello, DJ Play Nice. You were the first one in chat, I think, bud. So thanks for being here.
Yes.
Mark D. greeting. The Chinese made him promise to be nice, ordinary comrade in the movie, said Eugene Bird.
Oh, yeah. In the movie, he was captured by the communists when he was trying to flee Manchuria, and then they sent him to one of those re-education camps.
Yes. So this is the... I thought it was funny. This is the Chinese with the English translation, and I think the translation... like, don't fall down seemed more like a command. So I put the exclamation mark in Photoshop. The exclamation mark is not really there on that sign. Just a little bit of humor. It's but that sign is real. Just the little mark on the end is because that's the sentiment. I think they made a mistake. They should have put. I'm correcting this. What they should have put.
Oh yeah, falling down is forbidden.
Yes, that's right. Because then, then you might sue them, and it makes them look bad. Yes. PvP says, I think Justin wants to muzzle our free speech, so we can't criticize him. Yes, you are 100% absolutely correct. Hey, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for doing this, Wes Kagle.
Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure.
Ooh, do you mind reading this from Mark D with a C? And I don't know. I mean, I could maybe go for that.
Mark D with a C says, I find Star Trek Discovery offensive, but maybe jail time for the writers is a little harsh. He may not be wrong there.
Maybe.
It's not that harsh.
Yeah. Okay, so
nice.
Does everyone knows what these are? Yeah?
Yes.
The Terra...
Oh, yes.
The
Terracotta Army, yes.
The Terracotta... Yeah, sorry, Brett. I'll read yours in a minute.
Nice.
But yeah, that is the Terracotta Army. And what do you know about the Terracotta? I mean, I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit. I probably know about as much as you do. But seeing them up in person was friggin' cool. What do you know about them?
All I know really...
What are they? Why are they there?
Well, it was it's in a tomb for one of the early emperors of China. I don't know if it was in the Qing dynasty or if it was in the Xi dynasty. I don't know which dynasty the emperor was ruling from, but they were there to guard his tomb. And
exactly.
they didn't realize how many there were when they first uncovered this, and they just kept uncovering more and more and more. And it was just massive.
Exactly. Yes, that's right. And they thought at first that there was just a few of them, and then, and can you see it in the picture? Okay, some of them got broken, but they're excavating more and more of them. But not only this, and these are life-size, so these aren't miniatures. These are at least as tall as I am, 5.5 feet at least. And they had full-on horses, like these are made of terracotta, the pottery, yes, and to guard the emperor in his tomb. But they had horses with war wagons, war chariots. They had full-on, like all the infantry battalions with archers and fully like realistic, fully sculpted, and then buried in lines, like by the thousands. And not only the soldiers, but like I said, the horses, the animals, the war chariots, all the weapons, absolutely. And that's in a town called Xi'an. It's Xi'an in English, and that's right. But before I shoot too much more of that, I didn't want to leave. Beijing without showing you Tiananmen Square.
Well, hang on a second.
So,
with the terracotta armor, Eugene Bird has a question there. You saw them up close. He's been told that all the faces are different. That they're not just cookie cutter. That they are different.
They are different. Now, I don't know if there's like 10 different patterns that they did, or maybe they are all individually, but yeah, they were different. I mean, I didn't go comparing, and I couldn't go right up to them. Like, I can't get, more than a few feet from them, but they did look different. Yeah, absolutely. And the Emperor collected action figures. He did. That's awesome. Oh, DJ does need her. You're damn right he does. Yeah, I'm on it. Here we go. Yeah, you're darn right DJ needs a wrench. No obligations. No obligations at all, DJ Play Nice. But anyone that I've known for a while gets one. Just in case the sex bots start... I keep asking it.
Lisa was wondering, at least it was musing, it must be a chore to dust all of those figures.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Terracotta, exactly. No kidding. Well, they had archaeologists after archaeologists doing that. And they take volunteers from other countries to help as well, where they used to. I don't know if they do that anymore. They tend to do things a lot on their own. But Brett Cohen says, lemon pie, cool. So you have very blue but red hearts. Tassie, and by that he means Tasmania, is where he lives, is what Australians describe as the Florida, Texas of the U.S. I've been to Tasmania, I've been all around Australia. I would absolutely agree with that. Yeah, even more of the Texas. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Texas is more Tasmania. Florida is more Perth.
Yeah, you know what? I'd agree. I would agree with that. I've been to Florida, but you know what? I haven't been to Texas. I know a lot of Texans, but I haven't been to Texas, so maybe I can't make that comparison fairly. But I would like to show Tiananmen Square. Is a video again on my channel from 2 years ago. Oh, this one has 5 likes. Okay, so that's all right. But it's at Tiananmen Square, and I'll try and bring that up now. So before we get too far into Xi'an, which is in the heart of China, let's go back to Beijing and look at, just quickly, Tiananmen Square. Let me see. Bingo. And I won't show Trudeau again. I'm not going to I'll just play it once. I'll just play it once, and then I'll kill it. I'll make sure he's not shown again. I'm going to have to... Yeah, sorry. Who's ever... Yeah, I got to go back. I don't want to get copyright struck for 2 seconds of that. All right, let's make this big. Oh, that might have been Northern Perspective. I'm a big fan of their channel. Yes, okay, I might have accidentally shown 2 seconds of Northern Perspective, and great shout out to them. They are a fantastic channel, great Canadian political channel, and they are fantastic, so I would never want to do anything to infringe upon them, so I will kill that. I'll cut that out of the video. But I highly recommend you go watch their videos about fancy socks. Okay. Can you hear me, West?
Yep, I can hear you.
Sorry, I'm talking too much.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
it's
stop
perfectly
babbling.
fine. No.
Okay. So, can you see the video on the screen?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna hit play.
Standing in Tiananmen Square in Beijing. This is where the tanks rolled in 1989. Middle of the day. Hell of a lot of concrete.
Cancel. There we go.
Big square.
All right.
Big square.
That was quite a big square, and
Massive.
I was while I stood there for a while, and just trying to imagine what it was like during when the tanks rolled in, and it was just unbelievable, man. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I just sat there for a while and let it sink in. Yeah. And that I have that I had of him as my screensaver. That man that stood in front of all the tanks, that
Tank
legend with the tank man with the briefcase. I've shown that to my nephews and my nieces. I have it as a screensaver. That man is a fucking legend, and I will have him on my computer forever. He's a legend, absolutely. Yeah. And if you don't know who we're talking about, Tiananmen Square briefcase man. He stopped a column of tanks by standing in front of them. If that happened today, they'd run right over him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he disappeared. To this day, nobody knows what happened to him. I mean, that was one of the last things we saw because they cut the feed. They cut the feed to all the international news outlets. Yep. The only reason we have any footage of him is because you have that guy in his hotel room videotaping, and he smuggled the footage out.
That's right. Do you mind reading this from PvP?
Sure. PvP says, I think many Chinese dislike their government. They just remember Tiananmen Square and don't want to be killed. Yeah, that was a definite crackdown. I mean, that's stark. It was a stark contrast because remember in '89 we had the wall coming down. We had the communist regimes in Europe all being overturned and overthrown. Ceausescu was executed. The Soviet Union fell down, but in China, the party reasserted its hold.
Yeah. Yep. And terracotta, lemon pie, and Eugene. Wow, our chat is educated. They are well traveled, or at least well read. Yeah. So these are all the terracotta warriors. And you can see, they do have different faces. Some actually have facial hair.
Yeah.
I mean, not that the Chinese are covered in hair, but they certainly have impressive beards.
And look, multi-layered too, multi-levels. They're on 2 different levels here.
Guitar shaped wrench. That if I could, I would lemon pie. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Now I don't know whether some of them were moved up. I don't think so. I think they're pretty much leaving them where they stand and are excavating around them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was my impression.
And they're uncovering more and more and more. In The Mummy 3, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. That's right, Daniel's Hot Topics. Yes, I knew that was in a movie, and that's exactly the movie it was. And they are. Yeah, that's right. And that is cool about Tasmania. I enjoyed Tasmania. I've still got some friends there. I'm going to have to go back to Tasmania. It's a lot like Canada, Brett Cohen. I don't know if you know this, but it's a lot like Vancouver Island, Victoria. Victoria is a lot like Hobart. Very similar. They even have a fisherman's wharf where you can go down and get fish and chips the same. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Having to dust those, well, they have a lot of volunteers. Like, people would volunteer just for the privilege of dusting these and working on them and seeing them up in close. Holy crap, Brett Cohen. That's awesome. So that's right. Some of them are being displayed around the world. You're right. Some of them.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Convention exclusives. Yeah. Oh, okay. DJ Play Nice says there's a documentary on them. Okay. Cool. No, I haven't seen the sex bots in ages. But if we see them, we're gonna send them Eugene's way, I think. Pretty sure. Jason Fox. Well, here, sir. No obligation, but absolutely make you a moderator. No obligations with that, my friend. And yes, I saw you were here earlier, Jason. Great to see you again. And I did catch a bit of your stream earlier. We hate all the mainlanders. Yeah. Yeah, well, they make fun of Tasmanian people. They do a little bit, you know. You should see all the plaid shirts and work boots in Tasmania. And them's the women. That's the only Tasmania joke I know, Brett. Don't take that. That's not mine. Don't take it out against me. Don't hold it against me. Yes. Yeah, the Terracotta Warriors were so impressive. I mean, I don't honestly know which was more impressive, the Terracotta Warriors or the Great Wall. Like, maybe the Great Wall, because of the spectacular scenery. What am I saying? Of course. And there is Mao, the gentleman in the picture behind me. Oh, and also, I did pick up a couple of souvenirs in China. And again, I'm definitely not a fan of this man. I know he killed a lot of people. I'm not a fan of him or communism at all. But it is history. And I did pick up one of his satchels that they all used to carry around their little communist red book in. Right?
Yeah.
So this is the little old satchel. And it's, I don't know what it says on it, but it's got his image. And it's just got the standard buckles there, and then it opens up. I actually used this as a little man bag while I was walking. It's got 2 little compartments. So that's authentic, and it seems quite old.
Wow.
But, and it's...
That was probably carried by a Red Guard individual himself.
Could have been. Yeah, well, I know they produced a lot of them as well. That's not the only souvenir I bought. In the mountains, I bought a handmade scarf that I'll show you, and some artwork too when we get up in the mountains. This is is that a statue in the big city of Chengdu? And there you see this all over the place. Markets, incredible Chinese markets where you can just go and buy all the dried goods you'd ever want, and yeah, just really impressive markets, just on the streets everywhere. And my mom and dad always used to say, you know, eat all your vegetables growing up, or, you know, there are starving kids in China. There might be in Western China, but in Eastern China, there's so much food, it's ridiculous. Wes Kagle, thank you so much.
Problem. No
Appreciate
problem.
that, man.
I want everybody to be able to go see it. Their
Awesome,
leisure.
thank you. Yeah, it's only got 5 views, but again, 2 years ago, I wasn't promoting them. I didn't put tags on them. I didn't share them. I didn't know what I was doing at all. Amazing, it's been 30 years. What's been 30 years? Oh, Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen Square Massacre, yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, and I was there in 2005, so that was 20 years ago. That is correct. CSM babbles like a blonde on a coke-laden cock. What? I read that as crack first, but oh dear God. I'll allow that because you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Jesus, Brett. Well, see, Aussies give each other shit. That's why I got along so well with them. I loved Aussies because they really hang a lot of shit on each other. Okay, folks, this is in Chengdu. This is a panda bear, panda sanctuary, and that's all he does. He eats bamboo and sits there and looks at you. Do I have a video? I think I have a video on YouTube on my channel. Yeah. What do you know about panda bears? They eat eucalyptus, and that's probably why they have no energy.
Yeah, I don't know much about panda bears. I know that their diet mostly consists of bamboo. That's about it.
Yeah, and I heard that there's a little bit of a sedative in the leaves, and so it maybe gives them a little bit of a high.
Oh, I did not know that.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, I do. I have a video of a panda bear.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. So I'll share that. Let's see. Present. And if you get a chance, you could pull up one of my videos of. Well, no, it's okay. I can do it just as easily here. It's all right. Here we go. Because then audio is shared. Okay. All right. Can you see that?
Yep. We see it.
Okay. So this is the Panda Breeding Center in Chengdu, China. It's 19 seconds long. This is also on my channel. It's from about 2 years ago. So here we go, folks.
In Chengdu, in central China, the Panda Breeding Center.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. That's yeah, that's the Panda Breeding Center. And you know what? It wasn't that expensive to get in. And I really felt like they were treating the animals well. Like they really seemed to be happy and well taken care of, and no shortage of funds for it. So that was good. I don't want to see bestiality. No, there's no bestiality here. No. Oh, you're right, Carla Burton. It is the eucalyptus trees make the koalas a little bit stoned. Well, yes, I did get them confused. Well, pandas and okay, so I went in Brisbane. If you ever get a chance to go to Brisbane, folks, Brisbane has it's an Indropilion. I wish I could remember the name of it, but it's a koala, the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. That's it. I promise you, that's the name. The Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary outside of Brisbane. Been like 30 years since I've been there, but I think it's still in business. And yes, that's where I got to hold a koala, and they do eat eucalyptus, and it makes them a bit stoned. I did get confused with the panda. Thank you. But I mean, they're kind of the similar-ish. And do you mind reading this, please?
Sure, absolutely. Daniel's Hot Topics.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Daniel's
Man,
Hot Topics
awesome.
says, so many people believe that Tiananmen Square guy got flattened by a tank. I believe that these people could have crossed over from a parallel universe, or they probably made contact with a parallel universe. Yeah. I don't know. They must be misremembering, because the feed cuts off while he's on top of the tank trying to knock on it, trying to get the guys to open it. So.
Yeah. That's yeah. Thanks, Daniel's Hot Topics. The chat always has fantastic things to say.
Yes.
And Eugene Bird says yes, send the sex bots my way. Strictly scientific interest, of course. Yes, you'll have to record notes and things. Do you mind? Okay, I guess this is also part of it.
Yes, yeah. He says basically, Daniel's Hot Topic says basically what I was saying. He says, do you hear that some people remember the guy in Tiananmen Square in '89? Some people remember that the guy being run over and that it caused communism to fall apart in China. This is the Mandela effect. Yes, they're remembering it wrong.
No, I don't. Yeah, I nothing would cause me to remember it. What? No.
Well,
No.
That might be from people in America, because people in America, they don't even know who we fought the Revolutionary War against. Half of them, if you ask them on the street. So yeah, no,
wow.
They couldn't tell you the capital. They couldn't tell you who's the president at the time. It's a shame.
Molecular Arts is in Tasmania? Really? Molecular Arts? That's cool. That is awesome.
Cool.
I've got a good friend in Launceston. I went to Festivale. It's not festival, it's Festivale. And yeah, Justin Du. So shout out to him. You did. Okay, so yeah, all right. Yeah, the Terracotta Army, some of them do go around to museums and go on tour. That's awesome, especially to places like Australia and New Zealand and
That would be
things
cool to
where it
see.
was.
Yeah.
And do you mind reading PvP?
Sure,
He's
sure.
right.
PvP says, I watched all the Tiananmen Square unfold the week it happened, as some footage did leak out. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, there was a journalist
Mm-hmm.
in his hotel room, and it was looking out over the square, and he was filming on, and he had to smuggle the tape out in order to get out because they were cracking down. Like I said, they actually cut the feed.
Mm-hmm.
The government cut the feed to all the news
Wow.
agencies when they
Well,
decided to go in and roll on the people.
yeah. You're right, Mark D with the C. We should have supported that revolution. The CPP is one of the great evils on the globe. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, how much do you interfere with,
We lost our chance in about 1948 when we decided to not go full bore and support Chiang Kai-shek in the Chinese Revolution. We had a chance to crush it then. We didn't.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Right there, right up there with Sharia. Says Lisa. Oh, is that Arif? Sharia Arif? The Arab guy, I think. If I'm Oh dear. Are Tasmanian folks like Newfies? Yes, they kind of the same way. Pleasant Valley, Newfoundland is Canada's Tasmania. Yes.
I thought that would have
Yes.
been Prince Edward Island.
Jesus, Brett Cohen, do not let the women with beards hold you back. They fuck only modern day. Do you find it odd? Ah, dear. Yes. Handmade says K. Bye. What?
It must be code.
Handmade
I don't
scarf? No.
the handmade
no.
scarf. Okay.
Certainly not gay. Well, I mean, well, it's not masculine, but I don't think it's gay. Yes. Okay. Let's get back. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hello. Oh, hi, Suzanne. Excellent. Welcome. Hi. And yeah, that's it. Well, molecular arts. I'm not an expert, as I've never been to Newfoundland. Neither have I. PvP. It's the one province in Canada I have not been to. They have a very unique accent that folks make fun of. And a laid-back lifestyle and a family-friendly, old-fashioned way of life. And I found a lot of Tasmania to be similar, and that's probably why they are looked on in the same way. Yeah.
I got a question for
But-
you. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Call Snortopoopas, yeah, because of the panda bears. Yes! Where is Snorty? No, Snorty's not here, Suzanne, but he should be here because there's the bear.
Yes.
Okay, so in the mountains of oh, yes, do not try and pet a panda.
Oh,
They are nice, but they are still bears. They supplement their veggie diet with overly friendly tourists. I'm not sure if that's accurate, PvP, but the first part is absolutely. 8 pandas. They are fat and lazy. The only reason they are not extinct because they are cute. You are correct. Absolutely. Yes. Nice. Yes, you're right. Okay, thank you. No bestiality.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, they were all modeled after the real army men of their time. All right,
Huh.
I heard a rumor about that. I was wondering about that. Okay, thanks for clarifying that. Okay, here we go. Okay, William Shakespeare. Yeah, I thought so. He says that they were each unique and modeled after real people. So I heard that as well. So I'm gonna expose this. I took this shot and in Chengdu, or close to Chengdu, there is a mountain that you can go to, and and Chengdu's in central China. Beijing's in the north, and Chengdu's in. It's a big city. It's got 20 million people. I have never heard of Chengdu before going to China. It has 20 million people. How have I not heard of it? But there's a temple, a Taoist temple up there, and you can stay overnight in it. And my friend and I stayed overnight in the temple, and it's a real authentic functioning temple. And we were the only two white people there, and certainly the only two tourists that stayed overnight. And it's on this mountainside with the trail one trail up and one trail down on the side of a cliff. And it's surrounded by walls, and I've got videos of it right here. And it's in the mountains of Chengdu, and it's called Mount. And this is part of the temple. The shot that you're looking at now, that is part of the temple, and it's very ornate. It's a Taoist. Is that how you say that, West? Taoist?
Tao. Yeah, I think that's the Tao.
Yeah, and it's called Mount Qing, because it's a Q. Mount Qingcheng, Taoist temple in Chengdu, central China. And I have another video on my channel that's 2 years old. And let's bring it up. No, that's too big. And I'll stop sharing that, and we'll show a video, because it shows the Taoist temple up this mountain, and it's pretty amazing. Here we go. And this video can also be found on my channel. Let's play.
We are staying here tonight for 25 kwai each, which is the equivalent about $3. Got beds, 4-poster beds with bug screen, and it's a very, very old actual Taoist temple on the side of a mountain, halfway up.
Wow. That's some. How old is that temple?
How's that for a walkway? Hundreds of years. Hundreds.
Wow.
Yeah, the incense burn, they were everywhere. Yeah, again, we were literally the only white people there, but it was fantastic. And these are, I don't know how expensive those are, but oh my God, they were fancy and huge. And that's a turtle.
Wow.
And that's a man with another, and that's 2 men and a monkey, and I don't know what they were doing. But yes, okay. There we go.
Wow.
Okay. Oh yeah, some of those pictures in that video I have here. So yeah, were you able to hear that okay?
Oh yeah, we could hear that. That was good.
Okay, great. So yeah, that is in Chengdu, and it's gorgeous scenery, as you can see. And okay, here are some of those photos, yeah, from the video. And the Taoists, I believe, animals are a central theme, and spirits, animals are a central theme in there. And I'm not a religious expert. I don't really believe in any religion, but I find them fascinating. And as an anthropologist, I not practicing obviously, but I studied it in school. And if anyone has any anthropology jobs, I will be employed as an anthropologist. But I was fascinated with culture, and religion plays a big part of the culture. And so this religion seemed to be more animal focused than a lot of other religions I've seen. So a lot of carvings of animals, West. And the incense, just amazing. Amazing incense. And what are these 2 Taoist monks doing to this monkey?
There's your bestiality right there. There you go.
And I looked carefully at that statue because we stayed overnight. My friend Jen and I, and shout out to Jen. And her and I, actually, we had met in Beijing, and we had both coincidentally been teaching English in Japan, and our contracts had ended at different schools. We didn't know each other. And we traveled through Thailand, and then we met again up in China. Yeah, okay, great. And so I didn't speak any Chinese. She spoke a little, and so we just traveled a little bit through China together, and we stayed overnight at this place, and it was fantastic. And you get those, the 4-poster beds with the bug screen, and yeah, it was just amazing. Okay. Back to the chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore the chat. And wow, you know what? Some streams you don't have a lot of activity in the chat, and this chat is going off. So, oh really? I'm in the same place that PvP is. DJ Play Nice. We're right in the Okanagan, in central British Columbia in the south. One of the best places for eucalyptus, eh? Huh. Oh, because the eucalyptus gets you stoned, so he has eucalyptus in quotation marks. Yes. Yes, he's talking about other eucalyptus. Yes, we have a lot of that here. It's very famous, and it is very good. $30 an ounce now.
Wow.
$30 an ounce at some stores for weed, for good stuff.
Wow.
Crazy. I know. Yeah, how about $200 pounds? Yeah. Oh, wait, well, okay, William Shakespeare. Do you mind reading that? Please,
Sure.
West.
Sure. William Shakespeare says, when I was there, the Tiananmen Square was a taboo topic for discussion. Yes. I think it probably still is.
Yeah. PvP says, China communism never fall apart. If you believe that, you're a moron. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more, PvP. And yeah, I will flee communism to the ends of the earth. They'll have to catch me if they can. Yeah, Jason, glad to have you here, buddy. And yeah, like I said, I was lurking in your stream before, and I didn't get a chance to say much or say anything in the chat, but I was busy. But I'm glad to see you streaming, and I'll catch you again soon, buddy. And good night, PvP. You're going tonight, or you're going to bed. Good night then. Or is Suzanne going to? I don't know. Oh dear God, no. That's God.
Well, they are that moronic.
Yeah, no, but that is a popular joke in Australia. Yes. Sharia law. Thank you, Lisa. Yes. I was thinking of, Sharia law. Yes, I have heard of it. I don't know anything about it, but I've absolutely heard of it. Daniel was 2, yeah. Yeah, I think I was probably 19. Oh, was that 89? Okay, yeah, I was 17 when that happened. Damn.
I was 20.
Yeah, I still remember all those peaceful students sitting in the square hoping for a better life, probably all dead or still jailed. Yeah, PvP, you're right.
Yeah. Have you ever seen? I have it somewhere. I saved it on my hard drive. Somebody posted on Twitter just this past year. They had a before and after photo before the tanks rolled in of all the people in the square, and then they had after the next day. Somebody had snapped a picture. There was the entire square was covered in just bodies.
Damn. How does one human sitting in a tank do that to? Because his commander's behind him with a pistol to his head, I guess.
Yeah.
And he knows his family is back, in his town with the government holding his family with pistols to their heads, no doubt. So yeah, that's how it happens. Yeah. It takes people with nothing to lose, like like myself. I've got no family of my own, and if they come after my brother, good luck. That would be a mistake. Oh, dear, either one of my brothers or my sister. Goose Bay, Newfoundland is the only place I've been to in Canada. Well, Eugene Bird, I believe that is a military base, is it not? So that would explain that. Yeah, Goose Bay. Were there any geese there? That's not a joke. I've never been there. Okay. Hey, good to see you, Matt G. Taylor Swift. Hello and welcome. Oh, hey, thanks, Daniel's Hot Topics. I really appreciate you saying that. These were with a Sony CyberShot, actually, not with my phone, because I didn't have a cell phone back then. This is with Sony CyberShot. Thanks a lot. I take a lot, and you're only seeing the good ones. That's the secret. Take a lot. That is the secret. Oh, dear. How much can a bear bear? Barely any. Hello. Fat and lazy. Sounds like our political class. Yes, indeed. Spidey shots are making me dizzy. Oh, sorry. Sorry, PvP. It's China. It's up to 7,000 stairs. Did you just look that up, Eugene Bird? Yes, there's a thing about people. Okay, up to this temple in Chengdu, on the mountains, people can have porters carry them up on the poles and the chairs. So if you're too tired to go up, and there's 7,000 stairs, I'm not surprised, because it's supposed to be a spiritual journey. It's an accomplishment to get up there. And we had backpacks. But, yeah, 7,000 stairs. Holy crap. Chengdu sounds like a tasty takeout dish. It does. Chinese food was good, PvP. I like Chinese food. Except I didn't try They take chicken feet and deep fry them, West. And I didn't... I wasn't going to pay money for chicken feet. I'm sorry. No.
Yes.
Good to see you, Jason Fox. And no obligation, I made you a wrench, buddy, because I should have had you as a wrench a long time ago. Hey, thanks a lot, West. You're awesome. And thanks, Lisa. Appreciate it. And Mark C with a D. Mark D with a C. Got to head to bed. Good night to you. Thank you. Yeah, I hate to have it this late, man. I know the people in the East, it's rough on you guys. It's honestly... It's been a busy day. Making hay while the sun shines. Doing 16 different things today. Got a lot accomplished. Had a little time at the river, which was nice. So got to hang out in the Shuswap River a little bit with my friends. So that was, yeah. Had some eucalyptus. That was nice. All right. You also were the only Canadian Spider-Man there. Yes. Thanks, Mark. Yes, No, I wasn't. I didn't have my suit back then. This was pre-Spidey. Good night. And thanks for looking that up, Eugene Bird. That's impressive.
That's a lot of stairs.
Monkey doesn't look too happy. Oh, really? You didn't think so, Lisa?
No.
I thought he was... No. Okay, you can't see the curl, the smile on his... No, that is a happy monkey. No, I was there. I saw that statue. I looked at that statue for a long time trying to figure out exactly what the fuck was going on. That is a happy... The smile, you can see it. You can see it. It goes right up to his ears almost, the smile.
If you smile, then he's into fisting, I suppose. Because look at where that guy's fist is.
That's what it looks like to me. And they're smiling too. Everyone in that's a happy monkey, Lisa. So how's this? This freaking thing is built right into a crevice. I'm guessing there was a natural crack in the mountain, in the rock, and they just built a friggin' temple in there.
Wow. It is impressive.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, do you mind reading this?
Sure. Brett Cohen says, unlike the province that Funkery decided to film Mulan in, that's why...
Oh, it's Disney. That means Disney.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't do Disney. Hashtag oppression, hashtag Uyghurs, hashtag genocide, hashtag nobody cares.
No. Damn, you went crazy.
Yes.
$6 shirt. Yeah. See, China is gonna have this. You watch. This video will not be available on YouTube after this stream. China will have this pulled down because we'd said some things about Tiananmen Square that were true. The other devil's lettuce. Love it, Miskatonic. Yeah, Brett Cohen. Funny. I used to think Australia was my escape hatch. That's funny. That's funny. We'll have to both move to Costa Rica, my friend. I love it. Oh no, something knocked me out of the trees. No, I'm on my knees. Shock the monkey. Oh, that is Shock the Monkey. Is that a Peter Gabriel song?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I have that on a mixtape somewhere. One of my kids calls is eucalyptic oil. Oh, yeah, that's right. Eucalyptus oil is a big thing in Australia, so I would assume New Zealand as well for all kinds of products. Nice Gabriel riff. Yeah, okay, DJ Play Nice. Yes, it was nice. Oh, okay. Oh, dear God, Brett. Oh, 2020 stats. 38% of 8-year-olds think chocolatey milk comes from brown cows. Real statistics. Oh, dear God. Oh, Carla, it's only because you smooch them too much. Your kids with the eucalyptus lipstick. Oh, but is that how you get your kids? You put on the eucalyptus oil lipstick, and then you kiss your kids, and it sedates them. No, that's just what they call them. I understand it's not a lipstick, Carla. We have people fly into walks to say they've done it, so that's where you throw poo at them. Your own poo or the monkeys? Brett. No, never. You know what? I don't want to know. It's okay. Not a problem. Moving on. Yeah, love that incense, man. And this was my attempt at an artistic shot. But yeah, I was really impressed with these. And the gold, like, it's almost... Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a roller, and they roll the candle to get... Because I can't see people hand-panting those. So they must roll them across an ink table or something and get the decals on them that way. I don't know, you know? Ooh, what? Where, Lisa? Don't do that. Built into the rock suite. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'll have you know I own zero makeup, says Carla. Well, that is awesome, Carla, and yeah, you've got enough looks and charisma. You don't need it. But I call it lipstick to the kid who calls because it's hilarious. That is hilarious. That is funny. No, natural is all the way. Because you know why I figured you didn't have too much, if any at all, Carla? Because you're an authentic person and you don't need to go that way. Now, mind you, I am friends with girls that do use a fair bit of makeup, and they're authentic too. They're exceptions, so there are some exceptions, I suppose. Shouldn't generalize. Spent 4 hours ordering 5 pair of glasses for 5 different people. Wow, Carla, you're productive. Yes, I do. Big TikTok man. I don't have TikTok. Do you have TikTok, West?
No.
No,
I'm
we're in our
really,
50s.
Yeah, I'm
50-year-old
really
men don't have TikToks.
I'm not on much social media. I have a YouTube channel only because back in 2010 I wanted to comment on a video and it was the only way you could do that. And I made it.
Okay.
And I made a Twitter in 2019 because I think it was the Manchester police said that they were going to come and arrest anybody who posted anything offensive. So I made a Twitter and posted the most offensive thing I could think of and told them to swim the Atlantic and come arrest me now.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I found YouTube because of the pandemic, and then when I became a wrench for Doomcock, they communicate through the wrench chat on Twitter behind the scenes during the show, and so I had to in order to be able to moderate for Doomcock, I had to get a Twitter, and now I use it. I don't go on it. I do not scroll through it. If I happen to see a friend's post, I will promote it, or I will promote friends' shows. Like I'll often promote Jill's streams or Doomcocks or whatever. But I don't go scrolling and looking for. God, no.
That's a time suck.
Oh my God, yeah, and you'll just get sucked into hell.
Oh yeah, that's one of my banes.
Save whiskey for the adults. Oh, Brett, I love whiskey, but in Scotland, after Scotland, I couldn't drink Scotch whiskey for 2 years, and I still have issues after Scotland because I have a Scottish friend whom I met at Dougie's Backpackers in Australia, and traveled all over Australia with the dude, and yeah, he and I had a great time, and so I went to visit him in Scotland, and he's a big dude. He's my build, but about 6 foot, and Callum Ferguson. It's his real name, Callum Ferguson. It's pretty Scottish. Hey, Callum, if you're out there. And he loves to get me with the whiskey, and we had drinking competitions, and oh my God, I couldn't keep up. And yeah, I couldn't drink whiskey for at least 2 years, and I still have issues with it. So maybe I'm not an adult, Brett Cohen. Maybe not. Some would say not. So here's typical. They do a lot of the skewers in China, and I like going to street food because you can see how it's being cooked, and for sanitary reasons, you know. And I never had an issue, West. It didn't get sick in China at all. Only in India, and that wasn't from the food. It was from the water. I drank. I've told this story, but I drank on the train platform from a fountain that said drinking water. Yeah, it didn't mean white people drinking water. And yes, but I've never ever gotten sick from food while backpacking, and I always eat street food because you can see it being cooked, you can see how they're preparing stuff, you can see if it's popular with the locals, you know. And late at night you see this on the streets, and you can see the people behind her. It's just like Central America and Mexico. They're sitting on plastic furniture, plastic chairs, and just in the street or on the sidewalk right beside the cook station, and they paid their money, and they get the food, and they sit down and they eat it, and just like many places in the world. Yeah, it's fantastic, and I love that kind of love that style of eating, you know. Yeah, you do, Carla. You do have a great personality. Ooh. Yep, the water. Ooh. Yeah, you know, Jameson and cola. I do like the Jameson whiskey and cola drinks that you can get in big tall boy cans here. Ooh, 10 of those, and ooh, I'm wearing my Spidey suit. After 10 of those, I'm putting on my Spidey suit most of the time. Like I've been known to do that around here. Actually, we have a parade coming up this weekend. Last year for the parade, I was in it, and I made the newspaper, actually. I don't know if I'm going to put it... There was a lot of kids, though, that kept approaching me, so I'm not a child-friendly Spider-Man, really. So I don't know if I'll wear it this year. And this is all the ingredients that were uncooked, and so I don't speak Chinese at all. I know shui is water. Shui. And I know I'm probably mispronouncing it, but shui is water. That's the only word I knew. But you can point to the skewers. You know, you can just point to them, and there you go. It's an easy way to eat. And so there's little mini eggs there. There's all kinds of different meats and different vegetables and the mushrooms. And yeah, and it was no weird stuff. I didn't see any weird stuff. Those little red balls were sort of like little pork balls, little meatballs, I think. And yeah, I thought they were cool.
What are those ones that look like the next to the round red balls?
Yes,
that look
Lisa.
like kielbasa.
Drink alcohol, it's safer. Yes, agreed. Is that? It looks like chicken on a skewer, or pork. There was a lot more pork and beef, really, than chicken. But yeah, you're not talking about the white. You're talking about the other side.
The other side, yes. It looks like sliced kielbasa.
Ah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't spicy. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, kielbasa is not spicy. It's quite bland. Yeah, yeah, and that comes in a big coil, like a garlic coil almost, doesn't it? And yeah, they
Yeah,
just slice it up.
it's like a big, almost like a big giant long sausage kind of.
Yeah, that okay. Yeah. William Shake Spielberg says, "Nah, Spidey, your pronunciation of water sounded pretty good, and that is the Chinese and Japanese symbol because I can read that in Japanese, and that means water, and it also means water in Chinese. So yes, that was the one or two symbols that I could read. An exit and entrance were also similar. So yeah, thanks, William. I appreciate that, and I know that they actually that worked in the north, in northern China, but we got in the south." It was a different word they used, and I know that in the north, there's two, like Chinese has two languages, right? It's
Yeah, it's
Mandarin
like
and Cantonese.
Cantonese in the north and Mandarin in the south, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe you're right. Yes. Yeah. And so I think Shui is Cantonese, and I didn't know what it was in the south, but yeah. Thanks a
Or
lot.
actually, I might have it reversed. I'm not sure because I think the city of Canton where
Is in the south.
is just outside, is just up the river from Hong Kong.
You're right. It is. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that when you said it, but you're right. Yeah, so Cantonese would be in the south and Mandarin in the... Yeah, Mandarin. Beijing. Mandarin. Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. And Cantonese is more considered the country style way of talking, and Mandarin is the more formal, snooty, upscale. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, William, I'm sure he knows that's true. But, yeah, okay, so this is the rice terraces. And this is a traditional way of farming on hillsides, and if they don't do this, everything will just slide off, and you can't make as much. So this makes a lot more surface area by making these flat tiers, all done by hand. And this whole valley, if you can look way down behind her, is that. And so now we are heading. This is heading south. So we are leaving the center of China. In Chengdu, and we're heading south down to excuse me, SongPan, and in the Guilin, Guangzhou provinces in the south, going more towards Hong Kong.
And I know Hong Kong and Macau. Yes.
Yeah, my pronunciation is terrible. I know that. Okay, and this photo I gotta say, this photo was taken by my friend Jen, who was backpacking with me. So that's her shot, and so is this. This is Jen's shot. Shout out to Jen. This is her shot as well. But yeah, there's a really pretty cow, and this was at a little roadside. So we're taking the bus now into the countryside, into the mountains. Excuse me. And so the bus will stop every so often, and a little cantina, and you can get snacks and supplies. And some people will be there, so you can take photos of them, and you pay them a little bit of money, and you can take photos of the lady and the pretty yak. And it's a good way for them, a good honest way to make a buck.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought so. And yeah, that's my friend Jen's pick. Okay, so there's Jen there. So we did a horseback trek ride through the mountains.
Wow.
In SongPan. And this is Jen and I, and it was an overnight horseback trek. And the guides, only one of them spoke English, the young guy, and the rest of them were real traditional horsemen. And oh my God, it was fantastic. What an adventure. And it was overnight, and it was a fairly long ride, and just through the mountains, and spectacular scenery. And let me tell you, some of the little goat tracks that they took us on, there is no way in hell in North America that you would be allowed to take tourists on the paths that they took us on. The insurance wouldn't let you, not a chance. But yeah, it was a great... Oh, and up in that part of China, there was a lot of Tibetan people living, and some Tibetan Tibetan style, or I don't know if they were actually, because I can't speak Chinese, so I don't know if they were from Tibet or they were influenced by Tibet. But that area had these type of there's words and prayers written on these. I don't know if you can see the small little writing, but there's some lines of prayers written on these flags. And here's again local kids, and that's the mother and her kid.
Yeah, they look very Tibetan, or Tibetan and Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was along the full 2-day horseback trek, and
So you
I
guys-
highly recommend.
So you guys camped out?
We did.
Wow,
Yeah,
nice.
we
That's
did,
very nice.
and it was the highlight, one of the very highest highlights of China. That and the Great Wall.
Wow.
Yeah. William Shakespeare says, when most people study Chinese, they will study Mandarin. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And, right. Mandarin in the north, William says, and really most of mainland China that I'm aware of. I believe Cantonese is more prominent in Hong Kong and Taiwan. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, it's third tone, so your voice dips down and then back up, though you're very close. Okay, well, thanks. Appreciate that.
Cool.
Unlikely it will die in our lifetime, maybe after another 100 years of gentrification by global media. Oh, trying to kill the Cantonese. Yeah, well, hopefully they don't. I'm happy that they have their culture still. Hopefully they can hold on to it. Do you mind reading PVP, please?
Sure. PvP says, I knew a Chinese lady online for a few years. I think she was born in Shanghai and came to Vancouver with her parents for a better life.
Yeah, Cantonese is the island talk. Yeah, you're right, Brett Cohen. William confirmed that. Love the rice terraces. Yeah, they were nice.
Yes, beautiful.
The Dragon's Backbone rice terraces. That's what's coming up, I think, in some of my photos. And they are in this south. They're in this area. And they are just in a valley and valleys as far as you can see. And they are all terraced by hand. Like, I don't know how much rice production, but yeah, just incredible rice terraces. And that's the Dragon's Backbone Rice Terraces. It's a famous tourist destination. And, yeah. Languages apparently are dying around the world slowly over the decades. Likely this will continue to a certain degree, but we'll never be a one-language planet. Languages don't really work that way. You're right, William Shakespeare, because as I studied, and I did study some linguistics as part of my anthropology, the language conforms also to the way that your brain is organized and the way that you think and your thought patterns. So the different languages, their brains are actually, someone who speaks a different language, their brain is actually wired and configured a little bit different. And the way that they think and process things is completely different. Living in Japan, I can tell you that from personal experience. And living with a Japanese girl for 12 years, I can tell you. Their brains are literally wired differently. And ours are wired differently than, say, the French. Ask any Quebecer. Yeah, okay. No, love your questions, Brett Cohen. I wouldn't... I've got the same questions. Do you mind reading this from William?
Sure. William Shakespeare says to Brett Cohen, yeah, kind of interesting that point, right? Both places are islands. I'm just not aware of any other specific part of mainland uses Cantonese, but there could be some, no doubt.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was a scary horse ride. And actually, the horse that I had deliberately walked under a low-hanging branch on a tree, and I've never had to do this before and never since. Well, I've only been on a couple of... I did horseback riding in Australia. That was cool. Oh, you know the man from Snowy River?
No. Is that a movie?
That guy.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Jim Craig?
Jim Craig. The name sounds familiar.
That's Jim Craig, the Craig Hut, the man from Snowy River. I believe it's a Disney film.
Okay,
Anyway.
that sounds familiar. I've never seen it though.
Yeah. So I did. I got to. I rode horseback riding with descendants from horses that were descended from horses used in the movie, with a guy who was an extra actor in the movie, and we went up to the Craig Hut and a lot of the film sites by horseback, and it was again another overnight horseback ride. So, and I've got I only have a little bit of horseback riding experience, but the horse went, to get back to the story, this one on the Chinese horse, he passed under a low hanging branch, and I had to go, and I didn't even know I was this flexible. I had to go back, my head rested on his ass, his rump, and to avoid getting cleaned off the horse. He tried to knock me off, and then I sat back up again. If I had been out of shape, I wouldn't have been able to do that, and he would have knocked me right the hell off, the little bastard. Tibet is occupied by China. I feel sorry for them. They are PvP, but you know what? If you go to the Chinese embassy and ask for a visa to go to Tibet, I don't know. Is it considered the same country or different? I don't know. I think you need a different passport visa. I think you got to get a different visa for Tibet. So, I don't know, China. Are they the same country, China? Seems like they're not.
China thinks so, but I don't think internationally it's considered.
Well, then try and go to the Chinese embassy here in Vancouver and see if you can get a visa for Tibet. I bet you can. I bet you have to go to the Tibet visa office to get that. So, there, China. It's not part of China. Same with Taiwan.
Yeah.
How come I have to go to the Taiwanese embassy to get a visa? If it's part of China, how come I just can't go to the Chinese embassy to get a visa for Taiwan? Huh? Answer that, China.
Slowly over the last 20 or so years, they've been reabsorbing they reabsorbed Hong Kong, they reabsorbed Macau. They're angling towards Taiwan now, so.
Yeah, they did. Okay, so we're getting through. We don't have too many photos left, folks, but this is one of my favorites. This is in SongPan on the horseback trek, and if you do anything in China other than the Great Wall of China and Hong Kong, I recommend this. The horseback ride in SongPan. It was gorgeous. But yeah, that's a cliffside drop. Yep. Carla Burton says there was a great documentary on China, and it showed how they fish with cormorants. I think I've seen a bit of that. Yeah, the as in the birds. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember a damn thing about it, but I think I've seen a clip of that, Carla. Eugene Bird says Esperanto, a one-world language they invented in the 1960s. It didn't take off. I've heard of that as well, Eugene, and apparently it was quite easy and logical and made sense. But yeah, there's language is more than just a functional thing. There's a lot of culture to it.
Yes, yeah.
And I mean, look at the Quebecers. Try and make them speak a different language than French. They will take it personally and get very upset.
Well, it's not easy. It's not hard to make a language. I mean, the kids from Zoom made up their own language too. So I mean,
yeah, the Klingons.
The Klingon, yeah.
Yeah.
All
And again,
made up
lots
languages. So yeah.
traditional Chinese tribal hill peoples. This horseback ride was just fantastic.
Wow.
Got to see a lot. Ooh, water buffalo. Okay, so these are my friend Jen's pictures, these two. These are her pictures. But yeah, my camera got stolen in Tiananmen Square. Cut off my belt. I had it on a strap hanging off my belt, and because I was dumb. And the only time I've ever gotten a camera stolen from me, and it was cut off my belt. And fortunately, I had only had that day's photos on it, so I had to rely on Jen for some of my photos, actually. I had to buy another camera. But yeah, that's cut right off my belt. And I didn't see a damn thing, man. Okay, so here's the area. These are karst formations in Guilin. and in the south, and just gorgeous scenery, just absolutely gorgeous scenery. Oh yeah, that one was from SongPan. So we ended up the horse ride in a little town on the other side of the mountain, I suppose. And this is, just what you see. The remnants of from going from the butcher shop. The guy's just taking them, I don't know, somewhere. Just that's the way they do things. And okay, this is also from the horseback ride where we could see someone's across on the other valley. Can you see that circle that's all cleared?
Yeah, yeah.
And a little brown dot in the middle, or not on the middle, but a little brown dot within the circle on the upper edge. That's someone's house and their property, and they cleared it, and put a ring of or left a ring of trees around, and that's their field. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah, it is cool.
Oh, and do you mind reading this from our friend Brett?
Sure. Brett Cohen says to William Shakespeare, I see the old Hunis trying to be the new talk, not Chinese.
No. Westerners are fucked in thinking we're the similar. Yeah, we are fucked in more ways than that, too. Carla Burton, it's not a very old movie. A very, very old movie. The Man from Snowy River is not a very, very old. It's like
70s,
30.
yeah?
No.
It's 80s?
No.
You sure it's 80s?
80s. Yeah? I am absolutely sure that is 80s. Yes, 100% sure. Yep. Yeah, I've been to the Craig Hut. It was wicked. Yeah. Did you shout out, you ass? No, I didn't. I should have. You know who was in that? Brian Dennehy was in that. Yeah, big Brian Dennehy, and he was the bad guy. And or was he the? Yeah, he was the father of the girl that Jim Craig was in love with, and he didn't like Jim Craig because he was poor, and he had to tried to have him killed and things, and yeah, it was great. What a good movie. Bhutan is very, very hard to get into. Yes.
Country right next to Nepal.
That's right.
And nestled underneath Tibet there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. No, it's going to all be, that whole region is going to be China eventually. Remember the Dalai Lama had to flee for fear of his life. He did indeed.
Yep. He's still in exile.
China will never give me a visa. India will give you a Tibet visa, but you need to get a Chinese pass after they grant it, I think. Okay. I got my Chinese visa while I was in India, which was convenient. I was in New Delhi, and I went to the Chinese embassy, and I think they had my passport for a couple of days, and when it came back, it had a was it a 2? I think it was a month-long visa for China. Yeah, I think I was there a month. Letterkenny. I love Letterkenny, man. China Thief. Love Letterkenny. That is such a great Canadian comedy. Okay, so this was one of our horse guides, and he's got our supper there with him. And there's no refrigeration on the overnight horse trek. So you take the live animal with you, and they processed it up in the mountains at the campsite.
Wow, that's really roughing it.
Well, they couldn't carry like ice and a cooler,
right?
So the easiest way, if you don't want to carry refrigeration or electricity, the easiest way is to keep the animal alive. Yeah. Ooh, do you mind reading this from our friend William?
Sure. William Shakespeare says, language also evolves constantly. It's hard to contain. Just look at the way English teenagers speak today versus 20 years ago. They've made radical changes to their language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Languages is a living thing. It definitely continuously evolves.
Okay. Oh, so I guess that's so here's before and there's after. So
Yeah.
the guys set up the tent and everything. And actually, while they were cooking supper, it got dark shortly after. And I'll tell a story, but I thought this was a cool use for a basketball.
Oh, that's a basketball. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, they
Wow.
don't throw away too much up there, eh?
Mhm.
They're very poor, so they reuse everything. And I mean, why not? It's a great idea.
Yep.
I don't know how. I mean, the horse doesn't probably care what it tasted like. Brad Cohen says, William, that's why I dislike American discourse. It allows many to subvert meaning without cause. No kidding, and especially more these days.
Oh yeah.
Now we know why they call you the amazing Canadian Spider-Man. Why? What did I say? I forget what I said. Thank you. I'll take it as a compliment. That's why they use Latin to name things, because Latin is a dead language. Huh. It is.
Makes sense.
Although, well, yeah, but my father had to study it when he went to law school. So, and I know it's still used in some legal terms. Okay, so we sat around the campfire at night drinking what that man has in his cup. Homemade Chinese horseman whiskey. And oh my God. It's like wood alcohol almost. Oh my God. And so one of these guys, after drinking some of this, accidentally got kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh.
And there was about 6 of us tourists who were Westerners, me and my friend and 4 others who are Westerners. And we had medical training, of course. The other guides were trying to convince the guy to lay down and go to sleep, and he'd just been kicked in the head by a horse. So obviously, they were trying. They had a cloth on his head, and it was just, oh my God. So I think the 2 German couple, like, they had quite a bit of medical training, and so they actually took over. They patched him up, and we kept him awake, and yeah. But yeah, we actually ended up having to rescue one of the, and doing medical, like, as the Westerners, we took over and sort of made sure he was okay with whatever, and we had medical supplies. They didn't. It was crazy. We became the ones in charge for, just that event. And then, but oh my God, they were friendly. And only one spoke English, really. And I think I have a video coming up of one of the guides singing along the horseback trail. There's that beautiful, beautiful scenery. And I do have an audio clip. And actually, Wes, before we went live, I was asking if you could hear that clip.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and play it another way, so hopefully our audience can hear it. 84? 82? The Man from Snowy River was good. It was good, Lisa. I love that movie. That was... Kirk Douglas was in that. Wow. A Trip to the Moon is a very old movie. Yeah, agreed. PvP. So The Man from Snowy River isn't that old. Oh, holy shit. 1982, says DJ Play Nice. So that would make it 42 years old. I did say it was 80s. 42's not that old. Come on. I was 10. I was greatly influenced by that movie as a 10-year-old. Not compared to A Trip to the Moon. It's not.
That's quite old.
That's quite old. Damn near the 70s. It's not. It's 3 years from the 70s. Try holding your breath for 3 years. That's a long time. A long time from the 70s. Come on now. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, beautiful horseback trail through the Chinese mountains. And yeah, and we just take breaks sometimes. And these guys were like just awesome. And roughing it. We were very much roughing it, but it was great. No electronics of any kind. But, I mean, who cares? Who the hell cares? Would you like to... Who's going to look at a screen when you can look at that? No, it does not mean that we have to accept it. No, I'm not going to be accepting it. No, I still have hope for China, actually. That goat looked happier in the before picture.
Yes, he did.
You like that, Lisa? Oh, hey, Jace. That's awesome. Yeah. And, yeah, there we go. Another, just a Tibetan family. I don't know what they were doing up there, but they were along our horseback trail. They were just hanging out, going somewhere. There's Jen and I amongst the flags up in the highlands with the Tibetan people. And we were just friends. Just friends. At this point. And there, yes. Okay, so now coming down out of the mountains, and this is down in the southern part of China. And again, my pronunciation absolutely sucks. But it's the Guilin town area, and it's in the Guangzhou region, which is in the very south.
Just like east of Yunnan province.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, you got it, man. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? I bet you I have a short video of those mountains. How about that? Yes, I do. Let's cue that up. All right. You don't really have a choice. I'm doing it anyway. Okay, back. There we go. Okay. Oh, this one has 6 thumbs up. Awesome. So 6 people have watched it and enjoyed it. All right. So this is before we go down into that region in southern China. Let's do a short video from my channel of the horseback ride, and that way we can get the audio so you can see exactly what it was like and what it sounded like to be in the mountains. How's that? Okay, yeah, it's only 18 seconds long. So here we go. So this is central China horseback ride in the steep mountains near SongPan in Sichuan province. Oh, there you go. SongPan is in the Sichuan province. The food was spicy. Yes, it was.
This is a horse ride with Jen and several Chinese guides. We're in central China, up in the mountains somewhere.
Very nice.
All right. You're able to hear that okay?
Oh, yeah, we heard that. That was
great.
Very nice.
Yeah, no, beautiful. And yeah, the horse was just so relaxing. It was really, really relaxing. Oh, and I have one more cool video. Here we go. Haha, okay, it's 9 seconds long, so this is a short one. But I'm gonna share this one too. And this is so you saw in that horseback ride, the guides they made dinner for us, and this is and from that goat. And so this is them starting a fire with a goat skin bellows. Not the same goat, a previous goat, but they're starting the campfire the traditional way with a goat skin bellows. And this is also found on my channel, 8 seconds long. So can you see that, West?
Yeah, we see it. Yep, we can see this.
Okay. All right. So yeah, here's the same guy that was carrying the goat. That's not the same goat. That's a different goat.
Here we are accelerating the process of starting the fire in central China.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so, man. And you could hear the audio commentary?
Yep, we heard it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Do you want to see a husband and wife blacksmith team in the mountainside town when we finished the horseback ride?
Sure.
Because these guys are awesome. The husband and wife team, and look at them blacksmith together. Like, it's impressive. And this is in SongPan. Yeah, this is what I saw right after the horseback ride, and I just got a quick video of it. Okay, here we go. It's only 4 seconds long. It's only 4 seconds long, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Can you see the image, West?
Yep, we see it.
Okay, here we go.
Ah, blacksmithing, nice. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, and they have to. Yeah, I don't know how long they do that for, but that's what it is. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And okay, so now we're going into leaving the mountains, and we're going down into southern. Well, it is mountainous, but not huge mountains. It's got the karst formations and the smaller hills, and it's warmer and tropical and more south. And this is what it looks like, and it's gorgeous, and it's popular. This area, Yangzhou, is popular, and Guilin are very popular with tourists in the area. And I took a sleeper bus to get there. When I left there, to get to Hong Kong, I took a sleeper bus. I don't know why this is out of order a little bit, but you rented a sleeper bus. This is like a bus. And it's overnight to Hong Kong, to Kowloon, and then you take a ferry over to Hong Kong. But yeah, I've never seen the sleeper bus like this in North America. But yeah, in China it was kind of cool. There's Guilin and Yangzhou, and it's popular with Western backpackers, and that dark formation is one of the Karst mountain towers. That the moon is just coming out from behind, and it was a full moon, so it was a lucky night to be there.
Very pretty.
Yeah, I was really happy. It's a beautiful area. Chinese poems are written about this area. Actually, I'm gonna make myself big because I have a map. I have a tourist map from that area, and it's hand done. Don't go anywhere.
Cool.
But while I have everyone here, I'll show it. China's #1 pastoral town, a handmade map for the self-reliant tour in Yangzhou. Yangzhou, Yangshuo. And there it is. Just a gorgeous hand-drawn map of the region. And it has all the karst formations, and you can rent an electric bike, which I did with 7 Israeli backpackers. And we went to the water caves, and you go inside, and there's there's water in the cave, and there's a Buddha in there that you can go see. And I didn't take my camera in there because it probably wouldn't have survived it. But oh yeah, here it is. There's how you tourism map of Yangzhou. And there's a poem about Yangzhou on the back here. And it's a very beautiful town. And I can't remember the poem. It was here. Anyway, yes. Many beautiful poems are written about it. Oh, yes, here it is. It's in the bottom. There. There's the Chinese characters for the poem, and there's the English, and I'll read it to you. But it's about this region, and it's a very famous, beautiful region. And it says, in Yangshuo, my soul peacefully enjoys. In Yangshuo, my soul peacefully enjoys the simple, natural, and easygoing lifestyle! Exclamation point. A pacific force is quietly penetrating into my soul. I am not in a big city, in the cultural field, in the business world, in the official cycle, but in Yangshuo. Yeah, very cool. I highly recommend that place. It is one of the most gorgeous parts of China. Okay, I'll exit
Very cool.
solo.
That was a very how can I describe it? Artsy map. That was very nice. That was all hand drawn. That you said, yeah.
It was. Okay, and I had said that I'd rented electric bikes with 7 Israeli backpackers. This is one of them. This was their leader. He was like 6'5", and damn, I forget their names, but we're having a blast, as you can see. And you can see the karst formations in behind him, like all behind him, the mountains, and yeah. And we were on the road with these electric bikes. They would only go 50 kilometers an hour. That's about 35 miles an hour. And we were on the roads with these giant trucks and buses, and oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my god, that guy's a ghost. What guy? What guy's a ghost? Oh, in here? Was there a ghost? Maybe. Shapeshifter? I didn't see it, Lisa. I don't know what you... Oh, really? Maybe there was a guy shapeshifting in that photo? Oh, because... because I had to take it with... the exposure was a little bit of a long time, so there might be a shapeshifter in that photo. Yeah, it was a... What do they call a long exposure time? Yeah. Slow shutter speed. Spidey, was that Beijing? White clear alcohol, strong and like kind of nasty until the 4th shot or so. Yes, William Shakespeare, you know exactly the kind of homemade whiskey that the horsemen were passing around the campfire. Correct. International Medical Rescue. It really was DJ Play Nice. And I have a diary. I kept a diary of this, and I've got it somewhere here with those events written down as they happened. I have to break that out. Who knows? I might make a video of that someday. Like an action movie. Who knows? Strong as fuck. Thanks, West Kagle.
Absolutely.
If 1982 is old, I'm a fossil. I did know Fred Flintstone as a youngster, though. Thanks, BVP. That's how old that movie is? Holy crap. Wow. Indeed. Moses was his neighbor. Oh, yeah. Do you mind reading this from our friend BVP?
Sure. BVP says, dude, DJ Play Nice. Yes, DJ. He tried to get me to hike to the Red Sea, but I was too lazy.
And this one, please.
Sure. Carla Burton says, when I was 18, I used to sleep in same bed as one of my best friends who was a guy. We would visit people, and they couldn't believe we weren't boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, DJ, you got it. Yeah, that's right. Well, there was like 20 years in between, bud. 20 years. And several relationships. But yes, Carla, that happens. Absolutely. Guaranteed he wanted to be with you, though. Guaranteed. Brett Cohen is at the Cut Hand Central Canada. I don't know what that means. Sounds so young. I think we're the same age, Carla. I think. Twice as long as
she means in the videos. You sounded a lot younger.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, yeah, this was 20 years ago. I was 30, yeah. I didn't start the fire in China. Now you're spreading rumors. I did not start a fire in China.
Oh, you
They
better
will
be
come
careful.
after me.
They come looking for you. There are Chinese police stations. So.
Yeah, that's. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I love these pictures. It is a beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of negative press about China. And nowadays, 20 years later, I don't know if you'll get a blue sky like that. There's a saying now in China, the sky don't lie. And it's gray all the time. But you see that sky? That's blue. So 20 years ago,
Yeah.
19 years ago.
You know what they say that about it's like somewhere in the neighborhood of 20% of the pollution in California was originated in China.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, West.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. I don't have time for that crap either. Carla is too busy with her family, her real family, not her internet family. Absolutely. The Australians are great at piss taking. Okay,
Yes, they
Stark
are.
Byron. Yeah, absolutely. If no one wants to go to bed yet, I'm going to do some gaming here. Wait until Spidey's done with the show and tag. Awesome, Stark. We're going to wrap. Oh my God, it's been 2 hours. I'm sorry. I told you it was going to be an hour and a half, West.
It's no
I
problem.
lied.
It's absolutely no problem.
Okay. There. The alcohol guy. Yeah. Oh, the alcohol guy. Oh, that's what you meant, Lisa. Oh, yeah. It was, I took the photo without the flash, and so with the Sony CyberShot, it's a longer exposure time, so that's why he was shifting in and out of phase. Yeah. Old school technology, Lisa. Maybe you're not old enough to know or remember those cameras where you had to, like, you could actually manually adjust the exposure, pretend you knew what you were doing I'm a photographer. So yeah, this is 20 years ago. But I think I look almost the same. I think I still have those shorts. I think I was wearing them today.
Nice.
I think. Okay, yeah, and these are just workers going to work. So we pass them on the electric motorbikes. Oh, do you want to see a video of the electric motorbike ride?
Sure.
It's short. It's on my channel. And it's right here. Pause. And it's me and the 7 Israeli guys. And if anyone knows these Israeli guys, tell them to get a hold of me. Because I'd love to know where they are now. They were oh my God. They had they were just a lot of fun. They had just larrikins. Great times. So we're going to stop that and let's show a quick video of the electric bike ride to the caves in Yangzhou. And while we were in the caves, it rained while we were inside, and it poured rain. And these electric bikes, the batteries kind of lost half their power. They wouldn't run. We got them enough so that if we kicked them like skateboards, they would go. So we ended up kicking these like a skateboard all the way back, and it was like 4K or 6K. It was ridiculous on the road, but because the rainstorm, cheap Chinese crap, lost half its power. While we were in the caves, we didn't know it was going to rain. Okay, so here we go. And I'm showing you that. Yes. Okay. All right, let's make it big. Okay, electric bike ride.
This is our little adventure through China. We rented these motorcycles for about $5 a day.
Cool.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it
Looks
was
like
fun.
you-
It was
looked like you were motoring. You were overtaking people on yours.
Well, I was the lightest one. I was,
Ah,
it was like 145 pounds or something at the time. All right, we're just about. We've only got a few pictures left here, West Kagle. So yeah, there we go. Those are the Dragon's Backbone rice terraces, and they go in both directions like that.
yeah.
And yeah, just gorgeous handmade terraces, man. There you go.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Man, it was just gorgeous. It was just gorgeous to see that. Absolutely gorgeous. I stood there for a long time just looking out there, and it extends as far as you can see, and just thinking of like how long it would have taken to do that.
It's an impressive feat. It's an impressive feat.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, just gorgeous, eh? And there were people that were working along it, and I didn't see any porta potties. They must have had certain dedicated spots.
You would hope.
Okay, and there's Hong Kong. So there's.
Cool.
I took that the bus. See, the bus with the sleeper beds should have been now, and then the Hong Kong. Yeah, this is Kowloon side, looking over at Hong Kong. There's Hong Kong. Yeah, there you go, folks. And of course, Hong Kong. I treat Hong Kong like a different country. It's got its different currency. It's got a different government running it. If you have your own flag, your own currency, your own economic system, and your own government, you're your own country. You might be occupied, but you are your own country. So, and actually, I have some Chinese money to show here. If you want to see some of that, but the homemade scarf that I got in SongPan. This was gorgeous homemade scarf. Keeps you very warm, I thought.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brett Cohen probably doesn't like it, but what the hell does he know about scarves? He's fucking Australian. They don't know jack shit about scarves. I'm gonna wear this scarf because it's the only really Chinese clothes I bought, because all of our clothes are made in China, aren't they?
Yeah, true.
And you know what? That's a gorgeous sight. Ooh, also a cooked croquette mix during that. Nice, Carla Burton. Now, it's hard to chat, especially when you're trying to do stuff. Brett Cohen says, Stark of Iron isn't helping you getting monetized, CSM. Bust balls, break that chest plate. Oh, my friend, I don't want to be monetized. No. Then if I say something wrong, they have it against me. They got nothing on me. There's nothing they can do to me. I don't want that to change. They're never going to monetize me for some of the things I've said. No fucking way. I'd have to go back and delete all my content, all my live streams. They couldn't use any of my live streams. No, I won't be getting monetized. Not a chance. I don't think I have the watch hours anyway. But yes, after we're just wrapping up, so please go see Tony Stark after this. Trust me, he tolerated me when you didn't do that. Childhood friends. All right. Okay, Carla. Trust me as a dude. Trust all the dudes he did. Right?
He definitely wouldn't have said no if he had the opportunity.
That's right. Okay. We'll leave it at that. He definitely wouldn't have said no. Hi, Christopher Dominguez. Welcome. Hi. But yeah, so thanks for doing this with me, Wes Kagle. I really appreciate that.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, this has been a blast.
I think that was the last one. Yep, that's the last one. Yeah. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, no. Cool. Do I have one more quick video before we end? I think I do. A view. Yes, view from atop the dragon's backbone rice terraces in Longsheng, Long, Long, Sheng, Sheng, Longsheng, and that's one word, in China, and that's in southern China, the dragon's backbone rice terraces. And I've got a 20-second video, and just, you know what, it's one of the most amazing things in that whole part of the world. It's just an incredible, well, it's a man-made wonder. And it's only got 6 likes. Really, folks? Oh, I thought it was beautiful. But do you have time just to take a quick look at this? It's 20 seconds long.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's great.
All right. With the audio, we'll make it. Are you seeing it now?
Yep. Yep. It's up the screen.
Okay, here we go. It's 19 seconds.
In southern China, at the Dragon's Backbone rice terraces. There's thousands of rice terraces spread amongst all the hills in this whole valley. It's unbelievable. All done by hand.
Wow. Yeah. Impressive. It's very impressive.
All right, well, hey, yeah, they really are. It absolutely is. Man, I loved that area. It was gorgeous. And ooh, do you want to see some artwork that I picked up in the southern? While I was in southern China, I did pick up. Just quickly.
Cool.
I'll take that as a yes. But
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
These are 2 sets. These are a set of 2 sets of 2.
Cool.
Yeah, these 2 guys. This guy likes the drink. Oh no, this guy. That's alcohol he's standing on. Barrels of it with his sword. And he's toasting. And then this guy is a very he apparently is the wise, the sage. He's the knowledge guy. And
Yeah.
where this guy is the food and drink and fun guy, but he also has a sword.
Yeah. That guy, the guy with the drink, he looks like Dong He from the Warring State period, and the other guy looks like Guan Yu from the Warring State period.
Wow. Okay.
I couldn't say if it was, but that's what they look like. That's what they're portrayed in the games.
Okay. What? And you obviously know a lot more than I do. What do you know? What do you think?
Well, they were prominent leaders. Dong He was the one that first led a revolt against the Han Emperor to try to take the city of Luoyang, and he was unsuccessful. He ended up just taking Chang'an instead. And Guan Yu was one of the 3 who was involved in the Peachtree oath, the Peachtree Garden oath. Him, Zhang Fi, and the 3rd guy escapes me. Lu Bu. I think that was his name. They pledged themselves to defend the emperor. So,
Huh. And which one of them won?
Well, Guan Yu, I think he survived throughout the entire. The guy with the drink, Dong He, he ended up getting the axe. He ended up getting killed. He was kind of hemmed in between 2 forces. The Ma family, who actually still to this day, if you look, I think they rule. They're like nobility in the northwest corner of China. All the people in government their surname is Ma still to this day, I think.
Wow.
And that force was kind of like the anvil, and the guys from Luoyang came in and were like the hammer and kind of crushed the
I'm so excuse me. I'm so happy that you knew that. Wow, that is way more than I.
Well, that comes from wasting so much time playing video games, you know.
Yes.
That. So
Okay, and these I got in down in Yangzhou in where I was just showing, where we did the bicycle rides with the karst formations. Gorgeous artwork again, and these are different seasons.
Cool.
Different seasons. So this one here is summer, apparently. Yeah, according to the article. And this one is spring, apparently. And it's the same. It's apparently the same or similar view, the same area. But yeah, I thought that. So those are really cool. I picked those up.
Yeah.
Just
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah. And before, since I do this with most of my streams, I did manage to get some Chinese money, and this is some of my. These are some of the most interesting bills I've got. Actually, check this stuff out. These are all from China. And do I have older? Yeah, okay. Oh, got a fair few. Let's see. Okay, so how's now? All right, so this is in comparison. This is a £5 note from Scotland. Okay, maybe that light is too bright. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill that ring light. Come on, ring light. Come on, there you go. All right, that should work. I think. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so for comparison, here's a £5 note, and this little guy is the one. What's the currency? It's hard to read.
It's the yuan, right? Yuan.
The yuan, yeah.
Oh, yes. The Chinese is the yuan, right?
Yeah. So there's so yeah, they're just tiny. They're just tiny. Yeah. And here's a 5. Oh, okay. So
Yuan.
5.
Yes, the yuan.
Yeah, the yuan. The 5 is bigger than the 1, right? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the here's the 5.
And the communist symbol on the back there.
Of course. And here's the 1. And these are newer. Well, they were new 20 years ago.
Cool.
And here's a very old, or quite a used 2. So that's a 2 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
They are rather small.
Uh-huh. They are all very small, yeah. And I thought I had some bigger denominations here, but
Lisa says they're monopoly-sized money.
they really are. You know what? Someday I am going to do a stream, West Kagle, and I think we're just gonna spend some time and chat, and we're just gonna go through and just look and have a fun look at maybe like all the different currencies from around the world.
Nice.
And then half of them are in New Brunswick. Half of them are with my mom and dad, actually. But those are about half of them. And I've got a whole change coins for all the currencies I've been to as well. And ooh, how do you like that one?
With the hole in the center. That's Chinese money. That's for sure. Yeah.
With the hole in the center. Yeah.
Yeah. That's indicative of Chinese money.
Oh yeah. Okay. I hadn't seen it too often, so that makes sense. Yeah. But anyway, there you go. That's all the. We'll exit from solo layout because you don't want to see just me from stage. No. There we go.
Yeah, don't boot yourself.
Don't boot myself off. I've done it before, bud. I've done it before. So, before we leave, let's just finish up with the chat. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, it was a blast. It was a blast.
Oh.
I had a ball.
Okay, Lisa. That's okay. I do remember. Yeah. All right. You're a couple years older, so you do know those old Sila cameras. Yes. It's not all Callie. Callie loves to blame everyone else. Yeah, they do. Never have. Do you know? I don't even. I know. No, I don't know anyone that's visited Tibet. How about you, West?
No, I don't.
No, no. I'd love to go. I would love to go. Absolutely.
Visit that palace that the
Oh, I hope so. I
you
love
see
Lisa
pictures?
too,
Yeah.
Brett. I'm sorry, what's that?
The palace where the Dalai Lama used to be is beautiful. I've seen photos of it, but I
Yeah.
would love to
Yep.
see it.
I'd love to. Absolutely love to. Thanks for putting that up there.
Absolutely.
That's thanks. I'd love that. Oh yeah. Yeah, younger Spidey didn't know his head from a hole in the ground from his ass. I'll tell you that much, Carla.
Yes, but
He
you
was a
thought
little
you
annoying. I
But you
thought
thought-
I knew everything.
Yes.
I friggin' knew everything, man. I was
That's
the
the way-
smartest
that's the
guy
way-
in the world.
That's the way youth always is.
Yeah, Lisa. Thanks for being friends, Lisa. I appreciate that. YouTube is an awesome place to find friends. Yeah. No, and I will be eternally single. Thank you, Brett. Eternally single, buddy. I don't have time for that crap. Quality of the roadway looked great, was it? You know what? It was, because southern China, in that area, it was tourism, and they knew it, and they made sure that it was comfortable for tourists, and Chinese tourists as well as Western tourists. A lot of Western tourists, and I mean, relatively, certainly well built compared to the rest of China. Absolutely. A lot of work. Yeah. Terracing. You're darn right. Would have taken years. Years. Wow, it's all Krishnan? Tickets, please? I don't know what kind of stand in line. You guys are funny. No, never take an Australian seriously, especially if they're from Tasmania. Again, shout out to my friend Justin. All right. Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much, everyone. Appreciate it being here. So that's China. The only Chinese clothes I bought in China. Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, does the satchel count as clothing? Probably not. Probably get arrested for that.
It's an accessory.
Well, not around here. Around here, I'd be fine. There's no one to arrest you. Mate, my Doctor Who horoscope is 8 feet, pure alpaca. Holy shit, no kidding. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That is... yes. And I couldn't be a guest because I'd get you demonetized. Maybe. Well,
you have to be
I'll never...
You have to be monetized first. To be
Yeah,
demonetized,
that's
yeah.
why. That's why I'm... Because of the things I've said and other people have said, no, I'll never be monetized. There's no way they're going to allow that. Not a fucking chance. And then they'd be able to take it away from me. I don't want them to have anything. They don't have anything over me now. If they take it away, I'll just move to Rumble or something else. Thanks, Carla. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for being here. Wow, everyone was a wrench. Excellent. Thanks, William. Hey, thanks a lot for doing all that, West Kagle. I
yeah.
appreciate it.
I want people to
Appreciate
be able to view it at their leisure.
Thanks for being here, Lisa. And do you mind reading this from our friend DJ?
Absolutely. DJ Play Nice says, agreed, this was a blast, Wes Kagle. And you were an awesome wingman. Well, thank you very much, DJ.
I couldn't agree more.
Fast on the links, attentive to the chat, and in the conversation. Well done. Thank you very much.
I could not agree more. Yep.
Thank you. I try my best.
That is an awesome name. Dragon's Backbone, Rice Terraces.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Can you somehow download this stream and put it on Rumble before it's removed here? Oh, no, no, this isn't being saved anywhere, Carla. I haven't deleted enough of the old streams, so this is just live.
Do they really only allow you so much
Yeah.
streams?
I mean, yeah, StreamYards does, and I'm on the professional package. I'm paying like over $200 a year for it, and I'm allowed to save some, but not all. Maybe if I went back and saved and downloaded some of them, I got to figure out how to. I'm not really good at this, Carla. I got to figure out how to download some of this.
Yeah, I think they were talking about porting it onto YouTube on the live tab on your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to. You eat rice? I love sushi. You oppress the poor. Wish Californian actually knew this. Then their fake out would be real. Yeah, I do eat. I love sushi. Oh man, I love sushi. Probably my favorite. Every time I go to Melbourne, I get sushi sandwich from a certain sushi shop. It's the best, says Carla Burton. All right, I've got friends in Melbourne, Carla. If next time I go there, and it might be this winter, I'm supposed to go see my little brother in Australia this winter. I don't know how I'm going to do that. It might happen. If I do, come over to Melbourne because I got to go to see Harry and Lorraine over there. And I'll ring you up and you can come show me where this sushi sandwich shop is.
Isn't
awesome.
Melbourne the city in Australia that Hungary makes fun of all the time?
Probably, and rightfully so, because Melbournians, Melburnites, they've got a lot of culture, and it's a very cultural, advanced city, and they tend to think that they're the cat's ass. Yeah, so it's easy to make fun of them.
So they're the Massachusetts of Australia.
What the fuck games taught you that shit? God damn.
Oh, he was talking about when I was giving you the Romance of the Three Kingdoms rundown of those guys.
That was impressive.
Yeah, well, the game piqued my interest, so I read up about it. So,
Brett Cohen says, Carla, when I moved to Melbourne at 16, I thought it was the best city, but boy, was I wrong. I liked the down by the river was nice. The casino is there. Not that I'm a casino guy, but that area is well. It's well laid out. It's got greenery. It's beautiful. I like that area. And there's a hotel in Melbourne where you can go and you can go up to the cafe that I've got up top, and the cafe has a beautiful view overlooking the city, and it's pretty much and the bathrooms in that hotel. Is it the Sofitel building? The Sofitel hotel building? If Melbourne has a Sofitel hotel building, that's where it is. And you go up to the 45th floor, 44th floor, and the cafe there has beautiful views and with glass windows that you have beautiful views, and the bathrooms are up there with floor to ceiling glass walls that you can now overlook out into the city. Oh. And actually, I didn't even buy anything in the restaurant. I just went to the bathroom, and then left. Saw the views, and it was awesome. I don't even think I ordered anything. Maybe a creme brulee or something, but it was like $10, maybe something like that. Sushi Hub. I love sushi. All right, well, thanks so much for being here, and the chat is just going nuts. Okay, you say, Wes Kagle, well, I read up on the history because the game piqued my interest. You know what? That's awesome that it did that. That's fantastic.
I actually need to make one correction about that. I kept calling the one guy with the drinks Dong He. It was Dong Zhao. I'm misspoke.
Oh,
that was
Dong
the guy.
Zhao.
Yeah, his name was Dong Zhao. That's who he looks like. The guy who first raised the rebellion, tried to overthrow the Han.
Cool.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for that. I really want to visit the UK again. It's time for pleasure, not business. Yes, William. London used to be my favorite city in the world. I agree.
It's a little dangerous now.
Monopoly money size. You're not. Yeah, they're tiny. But the UK is dangerous now, isn't it?
London specifically. London and Birmingham.
It used to be my favorite city. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, well. Shit happens, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, well, I think That's. Let's see. All right. Yeah, all the old buildings are still there. St. Paul's Cathedral. Yeah. Right after New Zealand. That's right. These days London is different. Yes, it is, Carla. You're not wrong. And William says, I'd love to visit New Zealand. You know that when I get a chance, you'll be the first to know. I hope so. Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Currency chat, book it. Yeah, you're up for that, DJ? All right. Hey, do you want to co-host? DJ, if you'd like to co-host for that one. Absolutely. And I'll see if I can get Mexican Iron Man on, because he's an accountant, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that in a couple of weeks if you're available, DJ. Do you considering Australia? It's Australia, a corrupt country, as corrupt as New Zealand. Yeah, as corrupt as Canada too. We have all three countries seem to be very similar in the last 4 years. I noticed that.
And I think the overlords in New Zealand went a little bit farther than the others.
Didn't they?
During the lockdown, yeah.
They did. Oh my God, we still have 10 minutes of chat left. Holy crap. Okay, William. Do you mind reading a few, and I'll read a few, and then we'll get to the
absolutely.
Yeah,
William
okay.
Shakespeare is talking to Carla Burton, says, at some point in life, I must see the areas where Lord of the Rings was filmed. That's right. In New Zealand, it was filmed, right? Right.
Yeah, please.
And Carla Burton says, well, we can get you to Hobbiton, but if you want to go to South Island filming areas, I'll lend you a car.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got some friends in Timaru. Thanks, Miss Catonic Madman, for being here. I appreciate it. Thought it was difficult to get a passport visa permission into Tibet. My knowledge on that is old, though. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it is still quite difficult, if not impossible, William. That's exactly what I meant. I knew it, Carla. Thanks. Have the both of you ever visited Mongolia? Not yet.
Mongolia is pretty barren. Pretty barren country.
I'd like to. I think the Siberian Express goes through there, doesn't it? The Siberia... Trans-Siberian
I'm not
Express.
sure. I think it might run north. I think it might run north, just north of the boundaries.
Okay, because I'd like to go on the Trans-Siberia Railroad one day, right across the whole fucking thing, and I'd get off in Mongolia.
Go from Moscow to Vladivostok all the way.
Brett Cohen says, Carla Burton, they're both indignant to the population, so we don't have an uprising. Yeah, indeed. Well, I mean, look what the Arabs did, so... Or the Japanese. There are no more indigenous. The problem solved. Damn! That's extreme. There's probably tons of itineraries on what people did on Lord of the Ring tours. I bet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very popular. Dikno, after COVID, I hate all governments. Yeah, Carla. 10-4. That needs to be a t-shirt. That needs to be a friggin' t-shirt.
Absolutely.
Brett Cohen, Tyron Lethbridge has a Doctor Who scarf and wore it living in Sydney. And I love that guy, Tyron Lethbridge. And I've seen that Doctor Who scarf, I think. You're welcome, Brett.
Oh, was he on Doctor Who, or was he one of the doctors?
No. Tyron Lethbridge was a wrench for Doomcock.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and a mutual friend of Carla's and mine. And with Rennie L., who is now Rennie Lethbridge. Congratulations, Rennie and Tyron.
Nice.
Thanks for being here, William. Okay, Carla says, Brett, I'm mainly in Melbourne, CBD, Central Business District, is what the Australians refer to. Downtown. North Americans call it downtown. Australians, New Zealanders call it CBD. CBD is something different up here, Carla.
Central bank digital currency?
No, it's part of marijuana that helps with medical swelling and pain.
Oh, okay. Whenever somebody says CBD, I just think central bank digital currency.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I loved Aussie TV as a kid. Yeah. Was it Skippy the kangaroo? And we had Flipper the dolphin, and they had their Australian counterpart was Skippy the kangaroo.
Oh, you guys had... Yeah, we had Flipper here in the States.
Yeah, Canada had Flipper. Australia had Skippy. Yeah, we should have had like a Why didn't Canada have a Canadian version where we had a narwhal? That would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Brett Cohen says, "Yeah, I offered Tyron to stay here before going. He's good, moved on. Yeah, he's out of Australia, thank goodness. Especially Sporty, if you do look me up, let's drink, mate. You're damn right. You know what? Tasmania has. I gotta say, Tasmania has They brew the best beer in Australia, and all of it. Like James Bogues is good. James Bogues is good. Castlemaine Brewery. Anything that they make is delicious. Hell yeah, that's top shelf beer in Tasmania. Love it. Okay. Freya, okay. Brett Frey, another Facebook shirt. All right. Freaking awesome, man. I would love to come. I would love to come again back to Tasmania and go get some oysters on the northern coast of Tasmania again. That was awesome. So if this stream is not going to be saved, can we just start talking smack about Google abuse right now? Well, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube, but I don't think I can download it from YouTube. It's not saved on StreamYards. It will be on YouTube. As soon as you have dates for Aussie Spidey, let me know, and I'll make Paul request overnights in Melbourne. Heck yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Cool.
Does that mean Paul will be paying for my room in Melbourne too? That's what that sounds like. That's really nice of your husband. To be awesome. No, I'm kidding. I know you're just joking. No, I've got some great friends in Melbourne. I'll stay with Harry and Lorraine. I don't know if they'll let me after what happened last time, but maybe.
You've been banned from
hostels.
the whole country.
I know hotels, but these are not the doofs you're looking for. Waves hand. Droids. CSM for MozzaCon. Ooh, I do like cheese of all kinds. Do you mind reading this from William?
Sure, absolutely. William Shake Spielberg says, next time on the Spidey China show, I can add more interesting info about the story that Wes Kagle was giving, how technically Han defeated his enemies way back when. Very cool. Very cool.
Wow. That
would be very cool. Yeah.
We've got to plan that, William. I know you're busy for the next little while, so we can make it for, whenever you're free, months from now. That's fine. And UK is definitely turning into a dumpster fire PvP. You're right. Well, they've lost their homogeneity. Homogeneity. And shared culture and shared values and everything. I mean, it's too much too fast. Absolutely. Dan in Melbourne was just as bad as New Zealand. Damn, Melbourne was just as bad as New Zealand. Yeah. During the pandemic. Yep. Absolutely. PvP, I did see that. Did I see the news report a few days ago? Mentally ill man killed a man in downtown Vancouver and cut another man's hand off. He had 60 police incidents in his life, so how is he still walking free?
Jeez.
Yep. Yeah, well, our government's soft on crime.
Yeah.
He was jailed last year for violence, was out on parole. He was a white guy, but jumping from his crimes, it seems to have been inspired by a certain religious group, eh? Wow. Salute the couple, eh? That's why I like West. Yes, West is awesome. Thanks for being here, West.
Absolutely.
CBD. CBDC.
Yes, central bank digital currency.
Yes.
Don't ever let them do that.
Wow. I'm glad you didn't see any crazy killers when you were down there in Vancouver. Yeah, I'm down there too, PvP, but you know what? My head is on a swivel and I'm fast as fuck. They won't catch me. I'll be gone. They'll find me 3 blocks down in the pub.
Situational awareness is key.
But you know what, Wes? All this backpacking I've done through some really sketchy, some of the most dangerous places in the world that aren't at war. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
There are places in Honduras, Tegucigalpa, Tegucigalpa sounds like a fun city name.
Mm-hmm.
You will get fucked up in Tegucigalpa.
Ooh. I
Yeah.
imagine. I can only imagine.
Dude, I'll travel up. Good. Awesome, Brett. Not being saved when we start talking shit about our grade. Oh, it's being saved on YouTube. I just won't be able to. I don't know how to do it from. Oh. Okay, William. So that's. I didn't know this. William, we gotta. When you're not so busy, I haven't saved any of my stuff, and I've been on YouTube for, I don't know, 3 years now, 2 years. So, yeah, I've got a lot of hours. So I would love to know how to save this stuff because I have a lot of fun with my friends like West here, and we talk about some stuff that's pretty incredible actually sometimes. A Twix is a chocolate bar. I don't have a Twitter account. No. X. It's now X. I don't think it preserves the chat unless there's a software that preserves it along the video. Okay, Miskatonic. Huh. Well, yes, Miskatonic, the chat is saved because it's on the fucking screen.
Yeah,
because I put them all on the screen.
If you review the live stream on your channel, you can see the chat on the sidebar. But if you download the video itself, like I download plenty of videos from content creators that I like, because you never know if they're going to lose their content. YouTube deletes it or they delete it, and that's why I save it. I've got like 3 10-terabyte hard drives worth of content from creators going back 10 years now. And yeah, so but when you do it that way, you don't see the chat, you only see the screen itself.
Okay, interesting. But now that the chat is up on the screen,
you don't see this. You don't see that chat on the side. You only see the what you see on the window, on that window part. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's why I try and highlight all of, if I can. CBDC exists. All governments have outsourced currencies. Yeah, it'll happen, but I don't want anything to do with it. Okay, the prominent property tool only gets you video and audio, but you select quality. Hit me up on Twitters if you want to know more. Okay, that's awesome. Thanks. And Brett Cohen says, really, my ex has a cup and buds. Get a Twix. Awesome. All right.
Very cool.
I've got a PAX. Awesome. Thanks. All right. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. Have a good night. This was fun. And
it was.
China is, the Chinese government sucks. The country and the people and the food were a lot of fun. And I had a great time. And I appreciate everyone being here. Thanks for being here, everyone. And Wes Kagle, thanks for co-hosting tonight. That was
absolutely great. It was my pleasure. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah. Oh wow, we are up to 2 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah, it'll only be an hour and a half, West. No problem.
We're almost. I told you this is absolutely no problem. This was a blast. Time went right by.
1 a.m, and you know what? We have a big festival going on here in town this weekend, and I'm volunteering, so I've got a big day, big weekend starting tomorrow. So,
hey, you better get some sleep.
Link not working. Don't end the stream yet. Okay, no, okay. That is my handle on X. Is you can find me Spider_Canadian. That is me on Twitter. Brett Cohen. That is here. Let me pull it up for you. Yeah, here. Yeah, no, that's the. That is it. Control. Yeah, that is the correct one. Yes, William. Thank you. Ha! Perfect. The three amigos. West, William, and Canadian.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Okay, PvP. Got to get some sleep too. Jill is doing a Canadian Star Trek day tomorrow. Awesome. Fantastic.
That's right.
All right, folks. Thanks for being here. That is my Twitter handle for you, Brett Cohen. And I know Tony Stark of Iron is having a stream right now. I believe, or he said he was. So if anyone is still not tired and you want to keep going, please go over and do a raid on Stark of Iron and tell him it's a Spidey raid.
Yes.
So, thanks for being here.
Try to get that before we go. Get that up there one time. Let me see. Can I get that in there? Let me see.
Thanks, William Shakespeare. One last thing. Please smash that fucking like button. September 6th was when Star Trek first aired on CTV 2 days before the U.S. No kidding, PvP. Huh. Well, it's a friend of mine's birthday, so I should probably call her.
Oh, that's right. It debuted like day before.
Thanks, West.
It debuted a day before in Canada. Then you guys got it before us.
We did, yeah, I guess so. I bet you, yeah, people would have jumped the border for that now. Good night, Christopher Dominguez. Although Canadians jumped the other way to go fight in the Vietnamese War, the American War.
Yeah.
Weird.
You jumped this way to actually do the fighting, and our people jumped the other way to avoid fighting.
Yeah. No, I would not be. No, I would be running away to a tropical island somewhere. Thanks. Tropical island with the bamboo and the coconuts. All right, thanks, West. And I'm gonna end the stream unless there's anything you want to promote or say.
No. My channel is just a non-existent entity where I just put up stupid stuff every once in a while.
Oh, you do have a channel, but you haven't put up much on it.
I used to have a lot of old U.S. propaganda videos because they were absent from the National Archive channel on YouTube, and I felt that the people might like to see them, so I had them up there for years, and I got claims, saying that they were going to monetize it because it wasn't my product. I said, I don't care, that's fine. Until about 3 years ago, all of a sudden I got a copyright strike for some of the music that was in it, not the video itself, but the music. So I said, I'm taking it all down. Fine.
Wow. That's
and it was just up there for people's educational purposes because I thought they were great old movies.
Yeah, that's wonder why. No. Well, okay. Hey, I found you. You have 193 subscribers.
I've had 193 subscribers since 2012.
Wow.
I haven't gotten
No, dude, what is the ship on your profile? That is gorgeous. Is that the Mighty Mo?
No, that is one of the most beautiful ships ever to sail. That is the HMS Hood.
The Hood. The HMS Hood, the English ship, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yep. Yeah, the Hood.
The HMS Hood.
I used to be addicted to World of Warships video game, and the Hood was on there, and it is gorgeous.
It is. It's one of the most beautiful ships ever.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful ship. The Iowa classes are beautiful ships. So is the Yamato class, a beautiful ship.
I will, Carla Burton. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Carla Burton. And no, are you kidding, Brett Cohen? No, you. I mean, if you don't want it, I'll take it. But no, absolutely. I mean, if you don't want, but no, you look good in blue, man, and you can. No, you're excellent, and though nothing's expected. No. You certainly don't have any. No, that's not why you're blue. I appreciate William Shakespeare doing that for me, but he's going way above and beyond. Hey, Lisa, you see the ship? That's the HMS Hood. Yeah, that is awesome.
What's funny is, I have my avatar is the Imperial German flag.
Play nice.
And because I have that flag and I have that ship, people assume that that's a Nazi ship, and they call me Nazi all the time. So
what?
Whatever. Yes. Believe it or not.
The hood is the opposite of Nazis.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
Oh, West
Well, thank
Kagle,
you
put
for-
your
thank you for the
views
sub,
on
Steve.
Rumble. Yes, put the videos on Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, okay, Carla. Yes, right. You weren't talking to me. You're talking to him. Yes,
Oh, those
like-
videos. You know what? I
it
actually
does.
when I had to take them down from YouTube, I actually put them up on BitChute. They're all up on BitChute. All the ones
Okay.
I had on YouTube, so they're all up there
Yeah.
on BitChute. I should transfer
Nice.
them over to Rumble. I have a Rumble account too.
I do as well, and I should do more with it. It's but right now it's just yeah, it's just for fun. So
Absolutely.
there you go. Well, thank you, West Kagle, for being here tonight. Oh, see? The China poster. That's Chinese quality for you, folks. That's exactly what's going to happen to the Chinese Communist Party. What happened to it?
Fold. It folded.
It's going to fold. Fold like paper. That was nice. That was fitting.
Absolutely.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for being here.
Have a good night, everybody. It was great.
Thanks. You guys.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks for all the
Exactly.
chat. It was beautiful.
Do you mind ending on William Shakespeare's message?
Absolutely.
And
William
I'll end the
Shakespeare.
stream as soon as you finish.
William Shakespeare says to Brett Cohen, this is like a nice private social club among friends. Cheers.
Cheers, folks.
And I raise my glass. Cheers.
Thanks for being here, West.
Absolutely.